The stream is live.
So,
We're on.
guys, congratulations, everybody. Rejoice, everybody, because the downturned thumbs are taking a vacation this stream. We're only talking about good movies this entire time. At least,
Yes, I love it.
this is
Yay!
the best films of 2025. People were wondering when it was coming. They're like, you're so late. 2025 is over. Yes, but there's still 2025 movies to see.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
don't come out until now, including one film in my top 10, which I literally did not see until a couple weeks ago. There's your hint.
Oh,
Because it didn't play.
Okay.
enough
Okay.
theaters. So this is the best films of the year. My criteria, as it stands, as people know, is even if it played at festivals in years prior, if it opened in at least a limited release or a first-run streaming release between January 1st and December 31st, it qualifies as for the best and or worst of the year. If you saw
And
it
thanks
at
for
a festival,
clarifying
it
that.
if you
Yes,
saw it at a festival,
definitely.
but it doesn't open until now. It doesn't qualify. So the things, for instance, some of the things I saw at Sundance recently, if they don't come out this year, they will not qualify for my best of for this year until they come out.
Grant, before we get started on that, how did you go to Sundance, and have you ever been to the Toronto Film Festival?
I have not been to Toronto, but I've been to Sundance in person twice, and the benefit
Wow.
of that is my father's side of the family, almost all of them live in Utah. So I have
Oh.
I stayed with my aunt for 2 weeks because
that's why you went to Utah.
one of the reasons. Well, also In-N-Out Burger. I mean, come on.
Oh,
You know, say
okay.
what you will about the Mormons, but they know how to eat good. So, but here's the thing. I'll say this one movie that'll very likely be on my list next year is a movie that probably will not play in a lot of theaters outside of Utah. There's your hint, and it is a documentary because I saw it.
Oh.
And I met the real life subject after I saw it. He was at the theater another time when I went, so I got to meet him.
Was he very
Nice.
nice?
He was super nice. He was super cool. I'll put up the pictures when some time has passed, mainly just because I want people to understand that, like, I liked the movie first before I met him, and that this was not based
Yeah.
on anything. Hey, Quinn, how's it going? Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Put them up.
Hello
Yeah.
there.
Oh, hey,
Hello,
Hi.
Quinn. Thanks for joining.
thank you for joining us. Okay. Why are you being a butt, StreamYard? Let the commenters appear. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into what this stream is about tonight. Also, to finish our conversation, Hunter, my favorite film of the year so far is Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. I've seen it twice already. I've once at a
I
festival.
have heard a lot of things about it.
It's
Yeah. Sorry I didn't
fantastic.
make that the other night, Grant, with you, because I know you'd asked me to see it.
Dude, you missed out, but you just look for it when it's got to be playing near here. It's at Creve Coeur this weekend. I don't know if it's going to go to theaters, and the Draft House, but I don't know if it's going to be going to more.
Hey, Grant, one other thing before we get into this, though. I know you're in Illinois, but how far are you from Chicago?
We're like
Pretty
5
far.
hours from Chicago.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
People have asked, by the way, what is the longest distance you've gone just to see a movie? And I'll tell you exactly what. I took a day trip with a friend of mine a couple of years back. We found out that Godzilla -1 was doing an early IMAX screening, and so we literally took a day-long road trip to Springfield to see it because it was the only theater that could get an IMAX early. And so we went all the way to-
Springfield, Illinois?
Yeah, we got up early in the damn morning, got something to eat, and then we got there by like 2 hours before. We did a little shopping and we saw Godzilla.
Oh,
And
nice.
that's it.
Very cool.
So we went on a trip.
All right, well, let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started. Thank you, Hunter.
All right.
All right, this is the best films of 2025.
So how are we going to do this,
Hooray.
Grant?
Here's how we're going to do it. Hunter and I both have a top 30. So we're going to try to, as quickly and as little detoury as possible, get to 10 so we all can jump to each other. Now, again, Joe, we know that we kind of talked over you a lot last time. If you have anything to add,
I apologize.
at any
No,
point,
no worries.
please say something. And also, for those who don't know, in the month since we last did this together, Joe has really started doing his own film review YouTube channel, and you should all check it out. It's Living on Film with Joe.
Yes.
Your name is
Absolutely. And Joe, you have done an amazing job with
really
that.
have.
I've
Thank
watched
you.
a couple. You
Proud of
really
you.
have.
Nice.
So
Well
So
done.
this guy has
Thank
become
you.
very comfortable on camera since we last saw him too, which is great.
Absolutely. And
Kudos.
absolutely. So, if you don't mind, Grant, I want to go ahead and give
Honorable
I
mentions?
like what. Yes, and I've already saved the two that are going to be in the top 30. But here are some of my honorable mentions. All right.
Don't forget. Hold on, Hunter. Don't forget. I
Go
have
ahead.
13. I have 13 honorable mentions too, and a top
So-
10.
Okay.
So
do you
23
wanna go-
altogether. Huh?
Do you guys want to go in the circle? Do you want?
Yeah,
let's-
why don't
Yeah.
I just I'll
Let's do that.
start, then I could start, then he could go, and then you could go,
Then me.
Grant. Like if we
I'll go last.
Perfect.
So,
that
Hunter, you
that's
go
perfect.
first.
All right, my first honorable
Hunter,
mention.
Hunter has the least amount, so let's let him go first. I have the most amount.
Sure.
So I'll go last.
Okay.
All right. So my first honorable mention is a Will Arnett movie called "Is This Thing On?"
Okay.
This movie was directed by Bradley Cooper, and I was just absolutely delighted with this movie. He's just going through a lot, and in earlier when we were having technical difficulties, I thought about, is this thing on? Is this thing on? So I thought that's why I thought I would just put in my honorable mention.
Nice.
Go ahead. You tell me one, Joe. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is in no particular
Hold on.
order.
Guys, hold on. Structurally, I'm sorry, Joe. Structurally, Hunter, you do all of yours. Joe, you do all of yours.
Oh, okay.
I
We'll do
apologize
forever
then.
if we don't. We gotta do this.
All right, I
okay.
apologize.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
go
that.
ahead,
All right.
Okay.
All right,
We
my
can
next
go.
one is this is one that was just a one-time watch for me. Warfare. It was a wonderful movie. I
Good
mean,
one.
Really good.
directed by Alex Garland, who did Civil War last year, which was one of
Yeah.
my all-time favorite movies from
That's a good one.
from
It made my list.
2024. And here's my next one. Now, this is one. Now, Joe, before you came on the air, and as Grant was explaining things, like if a movie played at a film festival, this next one is called The Shrouds. It's a David Cronenberg movie. It's basically about a man who is grieving the loss of his wife and is desperate to communicate with the deceased. So he creates a device to let people connect with their
burial
dearly
shroud, right?
departed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like with their dearly departed, as they, I don't want to get too grotesque, but as they disintegrate in real time. It was a really good movie. I mean, the cast, listen to this: Vincent Cassell, Diane Kruger, Guy Pearce, Sandrine Holt. I mean, it was a stacked cast.
Nice.
All right. Now my next honorable mention is K-pop Demon Hunters. Now here's the reason why it did not make my top list was, as I was refining the list, I was like, oh, do I want to keep it in the regular? Do I just want to put it in the honorable mention? It just, in the long run, it turned out to be in the honorable mentions. Now, this next one is a movie called Steve. It's the Netflix movie with with an Irish actor by the name of Cillian Murphy from Peaky Blinders, and he coming, yes, I was just about ready to mention that. Coming off fresh from his Oscar win on Oppenheimer, which just so you to know, Oppenheimer is my favorite movie of the decade
I
so
saw
far.
that. Yeah, that was good.
And then here is my last. I have two more honorable mentions. All right, so I have The Smashing Machine. Oh, what happened to what the heck?
Grant.
Yeah, like what happened to him? But so The Smashing Machine, that was just a very hard movie to watch. I mean,
it was
to watch and like I said, Emily Blunt and The Rock were just they gave. I mean, and truthfully, they deserved a lot better.
Yeah. And if I comment on that one, so I thought
Go ahead.
the acting was phenomenal. I just thought it was a bit slow for me,
Yeah.
but but yeah, the acting was great. It was definitely a good one.
All right, now and my last one that I'm going to do for my honorable mentions is which one do I want to choose between? Oh, okay, yeah, is Jay Kelly, the Adam Sandler George Clooney Netflix
yeah,
movie.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I'm back.
Adam Sandler.
Hey, Grant.
Grant, while you were
Can you hear
gone,
me?
I was
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, Grant,
Yeah,
while you disappeared, I gave my my last two honorable mentions. They were I don't know if you saw the movie, but The Smashing Machine with The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hard movie to watch.
I liked it.
The last one for me was Jay Kelly, which was that George.
That made my next best of last week. My next best of. It was my
Okay.
number
Right,
36.
because Adam Sandler and Adam Sandler was getting awards buzz, and yet he cannot get himself a Best Actor nomination.
You know what? That's one of the biggest
supporting
stuff this year. Honestly, he was fantastic in that movie.
And not to mention, I mean, honestly, and I don't know if you two agree with me, but he was overlooked when Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Three words: Punch Drunk Love.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time, and one of his best performances ever.
Yeah.
I don't think the Academy Award can. I don't think the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences can take him seriously. That's probably why he's.
It's like Robert Pattinson. They just don't like him for some reason, even though he's constantly doing good work every other year.
He is.
Just like Tobey Maguire as well.
Yeah.
But anyways, I've given my honorable mentions. Joe, you go ahead and give your honorable mentions.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 13 of them, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
So
okay, let's hear them.
In no particular order, I just kind of put this list together. So my first one is Sinners, which I'm sure you guys have seen.
Oh, that's
Michael
way up on my list, Joe.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep.
Really good. Second one, Final Destination Bloodlines. I thought that was.
Oh, I totally forgot about that one. I should have put that on my list, but that might be the best one I have ever seen out of that.
It was good. I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but it was surprisingly worth the watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Third one is actually based on a true story that had Jack Buck in it. William H. Macy did a great job. It was called Soul on Fire, where the kid gets burned and Jack Buck helps the kid while he's in the hospital. St. Louis. Yep. That's St. Louis. Yeah. Have you seen that one, Hunter?
You know, I've heard about it, but I don't think I have.
It was decent. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
I loved
Joe,
it.
What I'll probably do is, because I asked Grant before he came on about doing the best of the year so far in July. I'll definitely have seen it by then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely give it a watch.
I'll make a mental list. I'll make a mental note to see it once I watch the replay of this.
So Joe, what you got next, buddy?
Next, Predator Badlands. That was actually
a lot of fun.
Worth the watch.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It was very good. That actually came out around my birthday, so it's a memorable thing to see.
Did you see an IMAX by chance?
Around my birthday,
no.
Too. Holy shit.
Regular screen.
Patrick.
Rest in peace, Tony Todd. Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Did you know this?
In that movie.
Did you know this, that the cast knew he was dying while they were making this movie?
I thought I did hear that. Yeah. Himself in the movie. He literally wrote that line. Apparently, that the last line, "The life is precious. Enjoy every minute of it." That part.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
So next,
Anyway, go ahead.
next I have How to Train Your Dragon. This one I really felt a connection with.
Oh,
live action
that
one.
was
Yeah.
a delightful movie.
I hear they're gonna make a trilogy with the live action, which I really hope happens.
I think
Mhm.
adapting the other two films, right? The animations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've heard.
It was all right.
Cool.
I just felt like it was a shot-for-shot remake of the original, but for that, it was.
It
fine.
was, but
It was better
very
than the
well
shot
made.
better than the shot-for-shot remake of The Lion King.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
for
given.
sure.
That's a given. I
That
know,
is-
even if it sucks.
That's a dead given right there. And Hunter, you're not gonna like me for this one, but Thunderbolts I thought was good. You know, I thought it was worth the
I
watch.
did as well.
You
I
know,
know.
I rewatched it recently.
Did you?
It's slowly growing on me, but still,
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine up
Yeah.
until the last 5 minutes. But Joe, if you enjoy that movie so much,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
everybody has their thing, and what you like
Yeah.
is what you like. You know,
I feel like
no
Elaine from
discussion.
Seinfeld did well as the villain. I
Oh,
forget
she
what
was
her name is.
fantastic.
But
Yes,
Yeah.
what is her name?
I forget. Grant, you know?
Louis Dreyfus is a national
Julia
treasure. We
Louise
can all agree on that.
Dreyfus.
She's
Okay,
great.
okay.
She was also
All right.
great in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
She's
Oh,
so
that's
fun.
right. That's right.
She's relatable
Yeah.
as fuck to that movie.
Yeah. So next I have Grant. I think you and I talked about this one together with Dave Franco, where him and his
Yes.
wife are at that
I believe is an
cabin or
honorable
whatever.
mention on mine as well, I think. Maybe.
Oh, okay. That was
was-
interesting to say the least.
Mhm. It
Next-
sure was.
Next, I got Avatar: Fire and Ash. It was an okay sequel. It wasn't.
Hmm.
I didn't quite like it as much as the first ones, but this
Yeah.
one was. I thought it was worth it for what it was.
It's worth seeing
It's not-
once. It's one of those
It,
kind
it,
of movies.
it is, and it's on my list, and I'll explain my overall thoughts on it, Joe and Grant,
Yeah.
once we get to that, and you'll totally understand where I'm going with it.
Yes.
All right.
Next is a Shakespeare one, Hamnet, which inspired
Oh,
Hamlet.
that was a wonderful movie.
That acting was great, and you know,
Jesse Buckley is winning that Oscar.
By the
I hope
way,
so.
Spoiler alert, I have two Shakespeare-related, Hamlet-related movies on my best of list. There's your hit. Oh, actually,
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. You two talk for a second and keep going, and I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay,
okay.
I'll keep going. So
Actually-
my next.
Oh, sorry. Real quick, I just want to say I'm wrong. That was on my next best, and you already knew that because if you watched the next best. So never mind. I have one. All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
So the next one is Locked, the one where Bill Skarsgård tries to break in that car, and
Yeah,
Anthony
that was
Hopkins.
pretty good.
I
What about
enjoy the
Anthony
thrills.
Hopkins?
He played in Locked where Bill Skarsgård breaks into a car and he gets trapped.
A remake of a German thriller, I think, or a Dutch thriller, or something like that.
I think so. I haven't
Yeah.
seen the original, but
Me neither.
this one was good.
Okay.
I think it had a twist to it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's literally, but it is basically it's like, you know, those movies like I can't even think, like it's like the whole movie Bill Skarsgård is trying to escape a rich guy's souped-up car. And he's
Yeah,
trapped
yeah,
in.
definitely. And he actually had good intentions in the movie. He really wasn't a villain. The other Anthony Hopkins was.
Anthony Hopkins.
Sorry, I kind of spoiled something there, but you know, it
You
just
find
kind
that out
of
early on in the movie, though. So it's not
you
bad.
do you really do.
Yeah,
Okay, so I got three more. Drop with
that was a lot
I
of fun.
forget.
Oh,
a-
that was a great
Yeah.
movie.
And such a better
It
movie with
was.
that actress compared to The Unbreakable Boy. She also was in
Yes.
that horrible movie.
Yeah, that and I got Jurassic Park Rebirth. I think that was one of the best ones since the original, in my
That was
opinion. I
pretty good,
really
actually.
enjoyed
Yeah.
this one. Now the other Jurassic World movies, I didn't exactly care much, but this one,
First one was
Scarlett Johansson actually did pretty well
Mm.
in this one.
I like Jonathan, not Jonathan Groff. Freaking dude from Wicked. What's his name? Fierro.
Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey, yeah, he was good in it. I liked him a lot as like the nerdy guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I got one more honorable mention, and that is a Stephen King one, The Long Walk with Mark Hamill. That was
on my.
Oh, that is high on my list.
That's a great movie.
It was good. Mark Hamill did a great job at playing that role. I hardly recognized him.
Yeah,
he was no Luke Skywalker in this movie.
The second best Mark Hamill Stephen King movie on my list. There's your hint.
All right. Cool. So that's it. That was all my honorable mentions. So Grant, if you want to.
Wonderful.
I will.
Thank you.
Quickly as possible go through mine. I had to kill some of my darlings because some of the honorable mentions were honorable mentions to the honorable mentions. I'm not going to list those. I'm just going to list you the most honorable of these.
Okay.
Good enough.
Moved some things around. There are some movies that didn't make this, like Bone Lake. Really liked it, couldn't quite make it, but these are my honorable mentions in no particular order. Cover Up, really great documentary about a journalist, really fantastic film. She Rides Shotgun, a movie nobody freaking saw.
I saw that.
I heard about that.
Great
Grant,
movie.
I saw that. I told you it was emotional for me when I saw it. I'm like,
one of the most underrated films of 2025, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, much like Hunter, Warfare, that movie messed me up. It would have been on the list, except it was so early in the year that things just kind of happened that way, but it was a great movie.
Yes.
The Friend, really underrated dramedy starring Naomi Watts and a dog named Bing. Really good movie. It's about the Great Dane. Bill Murray commits suicide.
I don't remember that one.
You haven't seen that one? Okay. Really good movie. Sarah Pigeon also in it. Carla Gugino also in it. Really good movie. Anniversary, really underrated thriller starring Dylan O'Brien, Kyle Chandler, and Phoebe Dynevor. Really good movie, political thriller. And McKenna Grace as well. It's called Anniversary. It kind of came and went around Halloween, but it was really good.
Oh yeah, because Kyle Chandler, because he's in the Godzilla movies, and he also played the football coach of the TV series of Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My mom has a massive crush on him. Anyway. This movie is a documentary that also is a musical and also is a biopic. It's called Pavements. It stars Joe Keery as an actor playing a musician. It's directed by Alex Ross Perry. Really good movie called Pavements about the band called Pavement. The next one's a concert film, Hans Zimmer and Friends, Diamond in the Desert. This only played a little bit where I was, but it's a terrific, almost 3-hour concert film of Hans Zimmer. That is not just a concert film, but also about the guy's philosophy and brilliance. And he talks to some of his famous friends, including Timothée Chalamet. Really good movie. This next one is 2 honorable mentions from the same man. Presence, really effective first-person ghost story movie with Lucy Liu, one of her finest performances she's done in a long time. The next film, Are We Good? This was a documentary about the comedian Mark Maron trying to bounce back after the death of his girlfriend, the late great filmmaker Lynn Shelton. Really beautiful film, very funny and very true to grief. Sovereign. This was a really underrated, excellent real-life true crime thriller starring Nick Offerman, Jacob Tremblay, and Dennis Quaid, all delivering career best work. Really good flick. The Lost Bus with Matthew McConaughey. Really good thriller.
Brilliant movie.
Yeah,
Terrifying and intense. Saw it on the big screen before it left.
Me too.
Lucky me. Honorable mention, hot take, The Woman in the Yard. I was on my worst list, but yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Quinn.
I'm Quinn. Respectfully, Quinn, I did not like The Woman in the Yard at all. I'm
Me
sorry,
neither.
but if you love it,
I did not.
It was
I'm happy. This next one, I wanted to be on my list so badly. It is the second best comedy of the year. The best one was my next best, which was Friendship. So if you guys, again, watch my next best of list video. It's a lot of fun.
I will.
And it's The Naked Gun, a comedy reboot.
Oh, that was so fun.
Movie. And of the movies, I think this is one of the only movies from this year that I own, that and Friendship, but I love The Naked Gun. Great movie, really funny. Hard Truths, really great film from Mike Leigh. It will always have a special place in my heart because it was the last film I saw 2 weeks before Our long-term wonderful St. Louis Art House Theater, the Plaza Frontenac, closed after I think it was 27 years. So rest in peace to Plaza Frontenac, and that was a great movie to see before it was all said and done. Great movie.
How hard was it to say goodbye to that theater?
Great way to say goodbye to that theater. Next one is a movie that I literally felt like I wanted to bathe in Clorox afterwards, but it was genuinely effective. Bring Her Back. A really terrific horror thriller with what's her name? Gosh, from Shape of Water and Paddington. What's her name? Happy Go Lucky.
Oh my God.
Sally Hawkins. Sally Hawkins.
Yes.
Great performance. Great child performances. Those two kids were amazing. Those three kids were amazing. The one kid, really effective thriller. Seven Veils, the first of 3 Amanda Seyfried movies that we will be talking about on this list.
One of them. I'm not gonna say what it is, but one of them. I think I know what one of them is, and it's also on my list as well.
Me too.
I know at least one of them is on Joe's list. No, Seven Veils is great. From the great Adam Agoyan, this kind of came and went in U.S. theaters. It actually opened in Canada 2 years ago. Well, it's 3 years ago now, 2023, but it opened here in the States in 2025, and it is an effective movie about consent, about post-Me Too, creative arts, and also about using your past to build creativity and the fear that you're going to turn into the very monster that made you a creative person by hurting you. It's a powerful film, experimental and meta in a lot of ways, and Amanda Seyfried is a scream in it.
Grant, when you were talking about Adam Toygan, I don't know if you know this, but he directed Amanda Seyfried in another movie in 2010, Chloe, which is I've got to admit, I love that makeout scene between her and Julianne Moore. Oh my gosh.
This is his best film he's done since Chloe, and it's really
absolutely.
So yeah, Seven Veils. Next up on, like I mentioned presents earlier, Black Bag. Really great spy thriller. Really
that's on the top of my list.
Twice in the theater.
I didn't see it.
It's amazing.
Check it out. Bring Them Down. This was a really underrated Christopher Abbott, Barry Keoghan movie from around January of this year. Really, really good Irish sort of pseudo-black comedy thriller. Bring Them Down, it's called. Mickey 17 is next. What a...
that was good.
I heard that. That was actually... I did not see that one. It was that one. That was good, huh?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Then the great Bong Joon-ho directing, who did Parasite.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Parasite. That was good.
Parasite was...
I didn't see Parasite until shortly after it won Best Picture. I think I might have saw it when I was in lockdown during COVID.
Yeah.
It came out right before COVID.
Really great movie. Mickey 17. This one is, there's only one animated film on my list, and it was in my next best, and that was Boys Go to Jupiter. But if I was going to say an animated film that almost was on my list, if you asked me earlier in the year, it would be this one. Saved from death by Ketchup Entertainment, who sadly didn't promote it nearly enough. The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie.
That was a fun movie.
It just felt like a breath of fresh air. It's like, yeah, Looney Tunes are back, and we're gonna just have some fun with it. Great flick. Ninja 2, really excellent Chinese animated film. Some of the best 3D I've ever seen. It's the highest grossing animated film of all time now. Well deserved. Great flick. I haven't seen the first one still, but I plan to. I saw it twice. I saw the English dub as well in IMAX 3D. Next one is a documentary, one of the best of the year, 1-to-1 John and Yoko. This was a really interesting documentary on John Lennon and Yoko Ono's time in Greenwich Village.
Ooh.
With a TV
I'll have to look into that.
To it. Really good flick. Also, speaking of animation, K-Pop Demon Hunters is also an honorable mention on my end. Really fun flick. My niece, by the way, is adorable. I was visiting her. She's 3 years old. She can memorize all the songs. It's so adorable.
Wow.
Oh,
that's impressive for a 3-year-old.
That is awesome. And Golden is probably going to win original song at the Oscars, but don't underestimate the song I Lied to You
would be better.
I'm not going to underestimate that at all.
Yeah, I think that's more deserving of it, but Golden is a good song. Next one, Final Destination Bloodlines is also not much on mine.
Good one.
It sadly that one did not make my list.
You forgot about it.
That too, but until you mentioned that, because you're not gonna believe I have like several horror movies that are on my list that that some of you are probably like, I saw her, or no, I need to see it. I'll definitely look into seeing it.
Yeah.
So the next film on my list might actually be on Joe's list, looking at his scores. It's a film Joe and I saw together, and nobody else seemed to see it. Freaky Tales.
Oh,
really
yeah.
awesome.
No, I haven't heard
good.
of it. What's that about?
Okay, so it's Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck directed, and it's an all-star cast, including a cameo that I will not dare spoil. It's one of the best cameos ever.
I remember.
It is an anthology of stories set in Oakland, California that overlap Sin City style. Basically, there's like these girls who want to be a hip-hop duo. There's a story about a bunch of skinheads who invade the town and a bunch of punk kids, warrior style, shit out of them. There's like a story about a cop who finally feels like he has nothing to lose, and then he finds out that his baby survived, and now he has to survive like the people coming after him. And then there's a bit about that it's overlapped with this weird green skyline that's appeared over the city that is making everybody kind of have maybe and then also Sleepy Floyd, the basketball player, is reimagined as like a telekinetic superhero played by Jay Ellis. It's crazy. And Kung Fu Star. It's a great mashup movie. Like it's
I will actually
so much
it
fun.
will definitely I will definitely have to look into seeing that.
It's a
It
movie.
kind of
putting
puts
it
you back
on
in the
there.
80s vibe.
It's a movie you watch it and the first thing you think is cult classic in the making. Just like walking out of the theater.
Yeah, it kind of puts you back in the 80s vibe, you know. It kind of felt like you were back in that era.
Well, it's set, I believe, in 87, right?
It was something like that, but
Freaky Tales. What I'll do then is when we are finished with this stream, I will definitely look. I will have to Grant. I will definitely do that, and Joe, I'll have to let you know what my thoughts are. But that sounds like an interesting concept of a movie.
It played at our local for 1 week, and that 1 week I saw it twice with different friends. Like, it's just a movie that I once with you and once with somebody else. I forget who. It was just wow. Freaky Tales, Merrily We Roll Along, really great Broadway show brought to the screen. Really.
That is on my list. And did you know this? That Richard Linklater,
he's filming it over 20 years to get it accurate.
Yes,
that's awesome. I'm excited.
Apparently they had to reshoot the final number our time just a few years ago because Blake Jenner was going to be in it, but then some controversy against him, which I'm not going to get into the controversy.
He beat up his wife, Melissa Benoist. That's basically all you need to know. Pretty horribly.
Basically, and then Paul Mescal came in and replaced him. They had to reshoot the whole.
Great choice.
Which I cannot. Which Paul Mescal, he's going to have a fine career ahead of him.
By the way, Patrick, that is an honorable mention to the honorable mention. I also love that movie, Jimmy and Sticks. The Eli Roth. Great movie. Merrily We Roll Along. Also, Daniel Radcliffe. The freaking what was it?
God, him and Jonathan Groff.
Holy shit! It is just show-stopping. I just truly, in every sense of the word, great movie. Roofman. Really good, sort of low-key, real life true crime comedy with Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst getting strong work.
And Peter Dinklage.
You haven't heard of that one? That's the one.
Was that in theaters or on Netflix?
No,
it was in theaters.
That was the one where he hides out. He's a thief who hides out in a Toys R Us for like months on end, and he's.
I'm not familiar.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, Peter Dinklage is in that movie, and I have a love-hate relationship with Dinklage. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
And Grant probably knows what I'm referring to.
Yes, I do. Together is also an honorable mention. Turns out, really
good one.
Solid horror flick. I'm sorry, people are like, "Oh, you're such a bitch for Wes Anderson." I know that. I had a ball at the Phoenician Scheme. Okay,
I did too.
Lead actor notwithstanding, this movie kicked the shit out of me. Magazine Dreams. I'm sorry, that was just a good movie. Regardless of how you feel about Jonathan Majors, and he's a piece of shit, but like that was such a good, effective film.
It was a good movie. I agree with you, but I did lose respect for Jonathan Majors as a human being.
You should, as a good human being. I did too, but I have to separate the art from the artist at some point as a movie objective.
Absolutely. But anyways.
The only superhero movie that's on my list, and that would be Superman. I had such a fun time.
That's very high up on my list. I absolutely loved and adored Superman.
Next
Me
movie,
too.
Really? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Joe.
Are you still in honorable mentions, or are you on your top 10?
I am almost to the end of my honorable mentions. That's what I'm trying to get through really quickly.
No problem.
Okay. Next up, a really underrated thriller with Nicolas Cage, The Surfer. Really good movie. It was
that was fun.
That was weird.
It was the final film for the late great Julian McMahon. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Villain in that film. Great performance. Next up is a movie that it came out early in the year. It did get an Oscar qualifying run the year before, but it technically opened in January. This should have gotten Pam Anderson an Oscar nomination, The Last Showgirl. A really great about that really feels true to life. Next up, really underrated sort of docudrama, East of Wall. Really good Western as well. A modern day Western. Is this thing on? Also an honorable mention for me. Really fun. I saw it at Sliff, and then, you know what? On vacation, my uncle wanted to see it, and I said, yeah, I can go see it again. I saw it a second time, and I liked it even more.
I guess I'm going to have to watch that one then.
Really fun flick. Yeah, it's the least of Bradley Cooper's 3 movies, but it's still really freaking good.
Yeah. I didn't care for Maestro that much.
Maestro, I liked a little more. I mean, Maestro, I feel like I really liked Maestro a lot. A Star Is Born, I think, is a masterpiece. I think that's going to be hard to do.
Absolutely, I can't argue that. I mean,
it's the best.
A Star. Yeah, because I think Green Book won Best Picture that year that it was nominated.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Green Book.
That was a good one.
Didn't deserve to win.
My personal choice would have been Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's a good one.
I think my personal choice that year, if I'm looking at my personal rankings, is my best film wasn't nominated for anything. My best film in 2018 was Won't You Be My Neighbor, which wasn't nominated for a thing.
Oh, that was a delightful documentary.
But I think that on Best Picture rankings, mine would have been Roma, because that was my number 2.
I didn't care for Roma. Really? I'm sorry.
I really liked Roma. Maybe it's the fact that some of my family's from Mexico, and so I just kind of related to that.
Okay, well, that's completely understandable. So, if we're done with honorable mentions, you just want to go?
I just have a few more, and then I have one what I call grand jury prize honorable mention that can't be on the list for it's disqualified, but I want to mention it. So
that's okay, sure.
Predator Killers. It's the best Predator movie of the year. Yes, I said it, although I did like Badlands quite a bit. Predator Killers was the Animatrix of Predator, and I mean that in all the positive ways. The next one, I know some people really liked it, but didn't love it. Most people downright hate it. I'm sorry, The Monkey just tickled me. I loved that movie.
It was fun.
It was brilliant, and it was bad shit, and it was crazy. Lost in Starlight, really good Korean animation on Netflix, really good romance story. I also got one of the funniest comedies of the year that came out early in the year, One of Them Days. I saw it 3 times in the theaters. I still quote it to this day. It's the best Cat Williams has been in a movie in years. Then really good dark comedy, Oh Hi. Really funny flick, starring
Hi.
Really Oh Hi. It stars Molly Gordon, who co-wrote it, and Percy Jackson, the first person. What's his name? Logan Lerman.
Logan. Yes,
really
Logan.
Really good. And then the last regular honorable mention is a movie, again, a lot of people didn't like. It's been on the worst of lists. I'm sorry, this movie was a blast, The Running Man. I had a really freaking good time.
I love
that. Was pretty good.
Man.
That was a ton of fun. And I also people are like, Grant, you're a bitch for Edgar Wright. I know. I'm one of the only Americans I don't watch Spaced all the way through. I mean, I get it. Finally. Okay, go ahead.
People who say that that people are bitches about Edgar Wright, you know what I think? They can go sit on a toilet for all I care.
Edgar Wright. I also am the guy who put both Sparks Brothers and Last Night in Soho on one of my first best lists I did on my channel. So there you go. So and then this film is disqualified from the list, but I'm going to give it a special Grant Jury Prize, if you will. And that is a film that I cannot count because it technically is an older film remix, but it was one of the best theater experiences I had all year. Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair. It totally recontextualized that whole movie. It was 5 hours long, but it was worth every minute of it. There was an intermission.
Wow.
But it made me look at one of my favorite two-part movies completely differently. Tarantino's a genius. He said some nasty shit, but so what? Tarantino runs his mouth all the time. He's a genius.
Yeah, no kidding.
And Kill Bill, to quote one of his other great films, Inglourious Bastards, it might just be his masterpiece. Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair. So yeah, that is totally great. Totally great. It sucks that they're not going to do a home release for this. It's only going to be theatrical runs. But if you can see it in the theaters, if they ever re-release it again, please see The Whole Bloody Affair. It's worth the commitment. So I
actually heard they are going to be doing a physical release for Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair.
Really?
The rumors that it might be getting
He didn't want that. He wanted people to see it on the big screen.
Well, nobody gives a shit what he wants. I mean, what he wants. I mean, nobody cares what he thinks, especially after what he said about you know who.
Okay. People got really upset, and look, I love Matthew Lillard. I was a little annoyed too, but the thing is like,
yeah,
who doesn't? Matthew Lillard is a national treasure too that we need to protect.
Oh, he is.
But here's the thing: Tarantino says this kind of shit all the time, man. He's been doing this since Reservoir Dogs. Like, this is not new. He doesn't have a filter. The dude's more autistic than I am. Okay, like the dude.
Is he on the autism spectrum?
Not known to human experience. Like,
Matthew Lillard?
It's okay. So anyway, go ahead. But those are my honorable mentions. Let's go on the list now.
So, do you want me to do what we did like the last time? Like I start and then
okay. So we both have a real quick to let the viewers know. We both have a top 30. Joe has a top 10. Now, Joe, feel free to jump in at any point. But we're gonna do your 30, my 30 till we get to 11, and then when we get to 10, it's gonna be you and then Joe and then me. From 10 on.
All right, that works.
That works.
All right. All right. So my number 30 at the bottom of the food chain is unfortunately Avatar: Fire and Ash. Now, here's why I was this close, believe it or not, from putting it on the honorable mentions, but the problem I had with the movie is they could have cut at least maybe 20 to 30 minutes out of the movie. I mean, I understand
it was long.
I understand Sully's wife lamenting the loss of her son. I mean, I get that, but you don't need to spend 20, 30, or 40 minutes on it. I mean, we're not here for that. We're here to see the world of Pandora and what everything else is going on besides her lamenting her grief.
More of her, please. She was the best part of the movie. Her and
did you know this? That the person who played that is Charlie Chaplin's great granddaughter.
Oh yeah, Una Chaplin.
Really?
A great actress in her own right. Yeah, she was great.
Mm-hmm.
I want to add that they added a lot of humor in this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Much, I would say.
a little too much. What's your number 30,
Too many
Grant?
bros and dudes from Jack Campion, who was a lot better in Freaky Tales, by the way, as one of the punk kids.
Grant, so what's your number 30?
My number 30. Okay, full disclosure. Also, my number 29. The next one is a tie. It is the only tie I have, but they fit. I'll just talk about them both. But number 30 might just be the deepest cut on my list for people in this country. So, a little backstory before I get to it. This film was the second part of a double bill in this country that only showed at AMC theaters in the U.S. So if you don't have an AMC theater, you have not seen it. The film separately is now on digital platforms. I highly recommend checking it out. But the first of that double bill was Vincent Must Die, which was decent, but it was the second film that made this list. And it's a British thriller. It's my number 30, directed by a guy named Babak Anvari. It's called Hallow Road. This was a fascinating little thriller. It starred Rosamund Pike and who's the dude from The Americans? Matthew Rhys. And it's They are the only actors really in the movie. So it's about this couple whose daughter seemingly is in this horrible accident on Halloween night, and they're going, and there seems to be folk horror stuff happening on during the phone call where like a woman finds her, she caused an accident that might have actually killed somebody, and then it turns out at the end there's a twist. I'm not going to say what it is, but basically it's one of those things where you're like, nothing was what you thought it was, nothing at all was what you thought it was, and it rips your guts out. And here's the trick. It's 80 minutes long. The whole movie is, except the opening scene and the closing scene, is in the car. You never leave the car. It is literally just the drive to get to the girl. And the way that Babak Andri builds tension in this movie, it is just, you feel your sphincter tightening out. I mean, it's one of those things where you just are like, if you're a parent, this movie is a true horror film. Because it's really about what happens when either your daughter caused something horrible to happen or is the horrible thing that happened. And
so it makes your sphincter tight, huh?
Oh, it's just so powerful. And Rosamund Pike does not get enough credit for how good of an actress she is. Because it really is just her and
she was
Reese, the whole film. And it's now on digital. Check out Hallow Road. It's my number 30.
I will have to do that. All right.
Also, real quick, Babak Andri's next project apparently is a Cloverfield sequel. I am very excited now with what he did with this. So
okay. All right. So number 29 is one of Grant's honorable mentions, but merrily we roll along. I was blown away with the production itself. No, I didn't see it in New York, but when I heard that they were gonna film it as a pro shot and then put it in theaters for a limited time, I thought, okay. And so I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot. And I absolutely adored it. And I can't wait to see, because Linklater is filming the movie over 20 years, just like how the play is done. And I think it's due out in 2038 or 2039.
I think 2039. I'm pretty sure it's, yeah.
But I don't even know if he'll even live long enough to get it done.
I wouldn't put it past him though. He'd keep living like Boyhood. He would just keep living to do that.
Boyhood, that was such a wonderful film.
Yeah, it sure was. Anyway, so yeah, great pick. Do you have anything more to say about Merrily We Roll Along?
No, I don't. But what's your next one?
My joint number 29. So speaking of, it relates to yours in a strange way. What happens when one of the greatest filmmakers we currently have makes two tragically underseen real-life stories about two entertainers that both in their own way are equally terrific? You get my joint number 29, both directed by Richard Linklater, Blue Moon and Nouvelle Vague. Those are my 29.
Oh,
never heard of it.
Blue Moon it's way up there on my list.
It's so good.
Joe, basically what it is it's about
the life of Lorenz Hart, and it's
right because it takes place shortly after Roger and Hammerstein's I think it was Oklahoma opening on Broadway, and it's a really good movie if you haven't seen it, Joe. I would put that on your list because Ethan Hawke is nominated for best
what
and the movie.
Oh.
What streaming service is it on?
I think it's on Netflix now because it's a Sony film. I think it should be on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
And the other movie, the Netflix movies, the other one, so that's also already on.
Nouvelle Vague, right?
Yep. And that one also, similar to that, that's about music and composition in Broadway. The thing about Nouvelle Vague is, it is a black and white French film about the making of a black and white French film done in that style, which in this case is Breathless, or A Bout de Souffle, which was the first major feature from film critic turned filmmaker, the late great Jean-Luc Godard, and it's about. It features a terrific supporting performance as Jean Seberg, the lead actress, by Zoe Deutsch, who is fantastic in it, and it's just a delightful movie. And they both are movies about one a little more tragic, Blue Moon, the other one a little more lighthearted, about artists making art, and it's the yin and the yang, and Linklater brings his signature laid-back style to these movies, and gets really great work out of his cast in both. So yeah, my number 29, Blue Moon, and Nouvelle Vague, both by Richard Linklater. It's my collective number 29.
All right, my number 28 is a Stephen King film. What do you get when you have a story that is told in reverse? And has Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, yay! It's
The
even
life
higher
of-
on mine.
The Life of Chuck. I absolutely.
Oh, that is a good one.
I absolutely loved and adored
Chuck.
this movie. It was. I mean, Mark Hamill. Some people, believe it or not, some people even predicted at one point in time that he was going to potentially get a Best Supporting Actor
He
nomination
should
for
have.
it.
God damn it!
Yeah, you don't fucking say. Yeah.
This year. He was in 3
Exactly.
decent movies, and that was the best one. SpongeBob was actually
but-
alright, honestly.
But Mike Flanagan, I mean, he did
Genius.
such a beautiful job, and he directed another one of my honorable mentions that I forgot to mention earlier, The Black Phone 2.
He did
Oh,
not
yeah.
actually. He did not actually. Mike Flanagan.
What?
He wasn't involved. That was Scott Derrickson. You got your
Oh,
Black Phone 2 was an honorable mention to my honorable mentions. I liked it a lot as well.
I liked it.
oh.
People
But
also
but
put that
like
on
I said,
my worst of, and I'm like, are you shitting me? That was a good movie.
I mean,
Really?
people who put that movie on their worst list of the year, they have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, Life of that is okay. Let me put it this way: we will be talking about Life of Chuck much higher on mine. So I will say.
But like I said, like I said, it's a wonderful movie.
Beautiful film. All right. Speaking of beautiful films, number 28. This is the best romantic comedy I have seen in a while. It is also easily the best Christmas movie I have seen since 2023 with The Holdovers. And nobody fucking saw it, but it's on streaming now and you should check it out. My number 28 is a little film called The Baltimoreans.
Yes, that was delightful.
Wonderful movie. Jay Duplass
Mhm.
is his feature directorial debut, separate from his brother's solo directorial debut, I should say, not with his brother Mark. And it stars 2 actors that you need to keep your eye on. One of them is the co-writer Michael Strassner, really wonderful in this movie, as Cliff
Mhm.
Cafferty, the most lovable lead character I've seen in a movie. I relate to this guy so much. And he's lovable, and he's this guy who, the title comes from, he lives in Baltimore, and he wanted to be a sketch comedian for an improv group called The Baltimoreans, but he made the mistake of criticizing one of his co-stars, and then the other one got sensitive and kicked him out. And so now he's on a suicidal spiral when on Christmas Eve, his girlfriend, who mostly doubts on him throughout the whole time, he accidentally breaks his tooth, and he has to go get emergency dental surgery, and wouldn't you know it,
Oh.
a May-December sort of romance or friendship turned to love begins to conspire between him and another lonely soul, the dentist in question, Liz Larson, who plays Dee Dee over Christmas Eve night. And it is lovely. It is just one of those movies that is just indie cinema done right. It's sweet and it's soft and it's wise to human nature, and it makes you feel good without making you, grabbing you by the collar and going, feel good, damn it. You know, just like, you feel genuinely good. And then by the end, the ending of this movie is so subtle and yet so sweet, it made me actually tear up. Like, it is just
Is this
a lovely
on
movie.
streaming, Grant?
It's on, if you have AMC Plus or if you have
I
IFC
don't.
on demand. It is also available to rent. I highly recommend checking out The Baltimore.
Yeah, absolutely. The Baltimoreans is
Lovely.
fantastic.
Lovely. Directed by Jay Duplass, again, for those who didn't hear. Great
Okay.
movie.
All right. So my number 27 is the Palme d'Or winner of last year at Cannes. It was just an accident.
It's higher on my list, too. We're going to talk about it more on mine because it's also on mine.
And honestly, the
Should've
movie
got
was
nominated
getting.
for Best Picture, goddamn.
I was just about ready to say that. Yes, Panahi had so much awards buzz around him. I mean, I was like, because I'm thinking to myself, What happened?
How effective is this movie? It's so good it got the filmmaker arrested. That's how good this movie is. I'm not
Oh
kidding.
my.
It's so
Yeah.
effective at criticizing Iran that it got him arrested by the Iranian authorities. It is it's
but
fantastic. Yeah.
but but that was, I mean, but like I said, I mean, there is 2 other international films that are on my list that are
I have
way
a ton
higher
of foreign
up.
films on my list this year. It's a lot more than
And I'll just say this. These 2 are nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. That's all I'm gonna say.
they're both on my list too. I could say
All
that.
right.
One of them, well, I won't say. I'll let that be a surprise. But anyway,
That was my number 27. What's your number 27?
number 27. My number 27 is a Best Picture nominee. Train Dreams is my number 27.
Oh, that was a wonderful film.
Directed by Clint Bentley, and it is co-written by Greg Quidar, which was the director of my favorite film from last year, Sing Sing. And this is just a beauty. This is cinema. This is not a movie. This is cinematic poetry in motion. I mean, this is the life of a man well lived. It's on Netflix, by the way, for those who want to check it out. And it is Joel Edgerton. Hey, one of 2 Joel Edgerton movies on my list. There's your hint. One's a little higher. But however, his performance in this movie is better because he's in this movie more. But no, he's great, and it is a towering movie. It's about the making of the railroad, but it's about so much more. It's about a life, and it's about a life and love in that life, and it's about Felicity Jones as his wife and constantly kind of waiting up for him, and it's just about how life just comes at you so fast and you just can't ever forward, you know. And there's these little small parts by these really good actors that are in a couple scenes that leave an impact. Carrie Condon, William H. Macy, just they show up for a few minutes and then they go away, but their few minutes on screen are awesome. And they show up.
Absolutely. Let me say this now. It was a very, very good movie, and to tell you the truth, I wasn't surprised when they on Oscar nomination morning that when they announced it for Best Picture. I'm like, "Yup."
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyways, all right. Here's my number 26.
All right.
What do you get when you have a movie with Denzel Washington and Jeffrey Wright that played at?
Spoiler alert, it's in my next best films of 2025. Go watch my next best films of 2025. It was a great video if I do see so myself. It's on the channel now. It's officially uploaded again. Okay, go ahead. But yeah, I agree.
No, Grant, if you want to interject and do comedic stuff like that just to get me to laugh my head off,
no,
I don't care.
agree.
But
this movie's great, and the original soundtrack and songs were even better. But yes, go ahead and tell us.
Highest to lowest.
I saw this in the theater. I was so proud of myself. I got to see something.
Spike Lee is usually a hit or a miss. With him, like, I mean, heck, I even loved his last movie, Defy Bloods, with
it was on my list that year. Yeah, I love that movie too.
With Delroy Lindo.
Finally getting
Isaiah
his deserved Oscar flowers, by the way, Delroy. He should have got nominated for
We're
that.
gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that when we get Sinners on my list.
No.
But with Delroy Lindo, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., may he rest in peace.
Jeffrey Wright should have gotten a Best Supporting Actor nomination for this movie, though. He was so good.
Absolutely.
He was the best.
Absolutely.
Film, honestly, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So that is my number. Is my number 26.
Also, before you go any further, because I mentioned this, but I feel it would be remiss not to mention it again. The freestyle showdown scene between Denzel Washington and A$AP Rocky is god tier.
That was fun.
Yeah, I got the 20. Don't do something, you better watch yourself. Don't do something funny. It's like, okay, just, yeah. I think I butchered that, but still, go watch this movie. It's on Apple Plus. It's really freaking good.
Absolutely, Joe. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
The number 2 lowest.
What's it called again?
Highest. Like the number 2.
Highest to lowest. Oh, got it. Okay.
Fantastic movie. All right. My number 26 is a movie that made history. This is the first movie ever to have Ethan Hawke lose to a non-human actor. My number 26 is Good Boy. This is a horror film starring Indy the dog as himself. It is a horror
Oh.
about a very good boy whose house is haunted, but the haunting is actually his grief over his dying owner. And this is a beautiful piece of work. It's not just creepy and effective, it's also really moving in the way that a good dog movie is, because it tells the story. It's sort of like, imagine if they did a gritty live-action version of Courage the Cowardly Dog that turns into a heartbreaker. And that's basically this movie.
Oh.
It's on Shudder for those who want to check it out, but Good Boy is a great movie about a very good boy who deserves his dog biscuits for this, because he gives one of the
Isn't that a horror movie?
It's a horror
Yes.
film of a sort.
Okay.
But it's more...
Okay.
I think it's a horror movie that even people who hate horror movies will like, though, because it's really more about grief, and it's more about, like, this dog processing a loss that's coming, and it is a beautiful piece of work. And that dog, man, that Indy the dog,
Indy the dog is oh my god.
we lost the ability to give a deserving award to Uggy when he was alive for the artist. We need to do something for Indy.
Well, they should have done stuff. They should have done something for the dog when they did Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah, the dog from Love and Monsters, one of the most underrated comedies of the 2020s.
Anyways,
Good Boy. Seriously though, if I were to give an acting Oscar, a Granty Award for Best Actor, it would go to Indy the dog. I mean, that's how good he was. A Good Boy, and also for those wanting to watch it thinking, I don't know. First off, the dog does not die, and that's in the marketing, so I can say that. Secondly, it is no commitment at all. The movie is 70 minutes. So go watch it.
That's movie.
Short, yeah.
It's really short, so go check it out. So yeah, Good Boy, directed by Ben Leonberg, who is the owner of Indy the dog, and his girlfriend, who co-owns the dog, co-wrote the script. Great movie. Also, it took them 4 years to make it because they naturally got, on a low budget, his reactions and then put horror stuff around him.
Yeah, because they didn't make the movie for much.
It's great. And also, not to be confused with, there's another film by the director of Anniversary called Good Boy in Other Territories that is now in the U.S. been called Heel, that has not come out yet, with Andrea Riseborough.
Oh, okay.
So
and then I was...
That came out in festival last year.
Because, Grant, there's also another movie called Good Boy that came out in the early 2000s, a family movie with Matthew Broderick.
If
not to be confused.
If this is a remake of that, it's the darkest remake possible. But yes, that's the one where they're aliens or some shit. Yeah, I kind of...
Yes.
Anyway.
All right, my number 5. Yeah. My number 25. All right. What do you call a movie with Amanda Seyfried that's a musical sweeping epic? And
it's higher on my list too. Even higher.
Yep, but anyways, my number 25 is the Testament of my number 25 is the Testament of Ann Lee, directed by the wife of Brady Corbet, who directed a phenomenal movie last year called The Brutalist, which, believe it or not,
No, it was reversed, because the thing is, what's cool is that Brady Corbet directed The Brutalist, which made my list last year, top 5, and then she co-wrote it with him, and now he's writing her movie that is almost as good as The Brutalist. It's also on my list. Yay!
Right, but yeah, the Testament of Ann Lee. I mean, I would have liked to have seen Amanda Seyfried get in for the Oscar, but here's the thing:
that's a travesty that she was not nominated.
But the problem is who do you take out?
That's true, but man,
I mean, I know who I would take out, and I'm sorry, I would take out Kate Hudson. I mean, Song Sung Blue was a great movie.
Great in Song Sung Blue.
That's gonna on my list coming up.
Yeah,
because Song Sung Blue, oh yes, it's definitely on there. But like I said, I mean, she was wonderful in it. But if you were to put in Seyfried, you would have to take someone out, and unfortunately, I would have to take out Kate Hudson.
I feel like if I had to take anybody out and put Amanda in, yeah, it would be Kate. But Kate was pretty great. I mean, it sucks that there's only 5 slots. That's the thing.
If they could do like 7 or 8,
Yeah.
then that not only could they have done that, they could have put Erivo in. They could have put Amanda in. Heck, I wouldn't even mind if they would have even put in oh my gosh. Chase Infinity from One Battle After Another.
Oh, especially here. No, I was gonna say, full disclosure, that is the one acting nominee I have not seen yet. Is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I know I'm bad. My theater.
Rose Byrne is terrific. In it.
I bought it. I'm gonna watch it before the Oscars, but I didn't have time to watch it before we did the list. So if my list is adjusted accordingly, well, you'll find that out on the socials, I guess. But I heard it's great. Here's the thing: our theater got it long enough to put the posting up, and then the second I was going to buy tickets, they removed it. It was going to come out a month later than it was limited, and then they said, "Yeah, at the last minute, fuck it, we're not going to show it." I'm like, well, you bastards! I love Rose Byrne. I heard that movie looked awesome. Anyway, but yeah, so
all right, that is my number. That is my number 25 is the Testament of Anne Lee. Now, what's your number 25?
By the way, Mother Ann, I did that at Sundance and I made a woman burst out laughing. I literally went by the poster and went, "Mother Amanda," and she literally by the way, I had the I Hunger and Thirst song stuck in my head for like 3 days after I saw that movie. Well, we'll talk about it more when I get to it. Anyway, Number 25 is a movie that will be on nobody's list. In fact, no other critics list because I have not seen it outside of honorable mentions. But it is a movie you all should see. It is a film. It's on Netflix. It is co-written by and edited and cinematography by Sean Baker, recent multi-Oscar winner for Anora. And this film is by a director who previously co-directed a film with Sean Baker, who is now doing her solo debut. That filmmaker is named Shi Ching-soo. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It is a Taiwanese-American co-production called Left-Handed Girl. This is my number 25. It is an intimate, it's a great movie. So this is this intimate study of these 3 women living in Taipei. Generations. It's a mom and her teenage daughter and her youngest child. And it's about, we jump back and forth between that. And where the title comes in is it's about the pressure Asian people, particularly in Taiwan, have in culture to save face, to give people whatever. So the mom is struggling to pay the bills. The daughter has to work a stand and also do some sex work on the side. And the little girl, is told is left hand dominant. And so her grandfather tells her, "Your left hand is an evil hand. It's by the devil." So she decides, "Okay, well, I'm going to start shoplifting from little toy shops around Taipei and claim my devil hand did it." And so it's these 3 women, and they're just trying to get by. And it's documentary-like. It's raw. It's shot on actual digital video. It feels very, very immediate and very realistic, and it's devastating. So yeah, Left-Handed Girl, my number 25. It's on Netflix. I highly recommend checking it out. It is a terrific film. You're going to have to read subtitles. Don't watch it with the terrible AI-generated dub that they put on there. Watch it in its original language, and it's all-time great movie. 25, Left-Handed Girl. It's a gem. Check it.
All right. Well, my number 24, now this was kind of creative here. Now this next one I'm going to do. Fantastic Four, The First Step.
It is an honorable mention to my honorable mention. I really dug that movie. And a lot of people hated it. I don't get why.
I thought it was wonderful.
It was
Me too.
It was.
I mean, it was so good.
It was really good.
Did you know that apparently shortly after they finished filming this movie, Vanessa Kirby and them started trying for a family, and she was actually pregnant while during the premiere of the movie.
That's awesome.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you see the red carpet stuff, she was hiding that baby bump.
That's cool.
Huh.
Well, she plays a super mom pretty amazingly in this movie, fantastically even, if you will.
If you want to see a really good performance of Vanessa Kirby, you need to see this movie called Pieces of a Woman.
I've heard it's really
That
good.
is a
I'm watching.
she gives a heartbreaking performance in that.
Yeah, I
What's
heard
it
the first
called?
15 minutes are just harrowing as shit, apparently.
Pieces of a Woman. It's her husband in the movie is played by the name of so-called Shia LaBeouf, which
Now, see,
I
that's
hate.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to watch this because I don't like him at all. But
Now Shia LaBeouf is really good in this movie.
I'm sure he is, but I just don't like him.
I mean, honestly, who gives a crap about him anyways?
Yeah. I like Shia LaBeouf when he was in Holes, and ever since then,
Me too.
That was a great movie. That was like a child.
Oh, it was amazing.
Holes, absolutely. I saw
It
that
holds
movie
up. I
like
watched it not that long ago. It still holds up. Pretty good movie.
absolutely. It's gonna Holes, believe it or not. I think it's in a couple of years' time. The movie turns 25 years old.
It
Which
does.
makes me feel so old. I remember vividly seeing that when
I saw it in theaters back in
Me too.
2003.
So did I.
Yeah.
I read
Yeah.
the book and then saw it.
Because
That's
how old?
Me
Because
too.
Because Grant, do you? If you don't mind me asking, but as old as you are, do you have any kids or anything?
Not currently. Sadly, I
You-
want to someday, but I do not currently have them.
You,
But-
Joe?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Me neither. I was just. I mean, because one day it's gonna hold up for a new generation of kids.
have-
That's why I was
I have a lot
asking.
of nieces and
Yeah.
nephews, though, and I've shown a couple of them Holes. So if that's what you're asking, and they
That's
like
good.
Right. Because I read the book before I saw the movie, and honestly, I thought the movie was just as good as the book.
well, because Louis C.K. wrote
Yeah.
the screenplay, didn't he? Like he actually wrote.
Yes,
the
he
script.
did.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right, so that's your number 24 is Fantastic Four.
Yep. And,
Guys,
wait till we get to.
really got to get through this a little faster. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I love you.
Yeah.
guys. And Joe, again, if you have anything to say, my guy, please say it.
Yes, definitely.
I'm glad you're contributing more. This is fun. All right,
This is fun. Absolutely.
It
it's
is.
fun. Isn't it great to talk about movies we like? It's always nice to talk about
Absolutely.
movies we like.
Rather than talking about movies that we actually think suck ass.
By the way,
Yeah.
while we're in this detour, one last thing: who here has seen Send Help yet? Because that's almost guaranteed to be on my list
Yes.
next year.
I have seen it.
It is.
I did
I
a
have
review
seen
about
it.
it.
I took my whole family to see it, and everybody loved it on vacation.
Did you
And
guys see my review of it? I posted about.
I
about a
have
week
not
ago.
yet, but I will
I did.
watch it.
Yeah.
But I will watch it either tonight or tomorrow.
You didn't
Yeah.
like it as much as I did, but
No.
you said that you liked it okay. You thought it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, my number 24. My number 24 is a sequel of sorts. And of these three movies, all of which are great, by the way, thematically, this might be the best. Number 24, Wake Up, Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. This is
It's high up on my list.
directed by Ryan Johnson, the King. I'm sorry, including The Last Jedi. Fuck off, haters. Ryan Johnson. Hey guys, all those who complained about the Last Jedi. 2019 called Who's Laughing Now, Bitches? Anyway. What's the shitty Star Wars movie now, motherfuckers? Anyway. Face. Number 24. Somehow Palpatine returned. Yeah, that was your fault. Fuck you. Anyway, number 24. I blame you for this. Number 24. So anyway, back to the good movie. So Wake Up Dead Man. Just can we let him make Knives Out movies for the rest of time? Because this is just
Yes.
stopping himself. Like, okay, I saw this like I did the first two. I went out of my way. I saw this on the big screen. I saw it at the High Point, which is a theater about 25 minutes from where I live.
Oh, I'm actually planning to go there for some film festivals later this year.
Yeah, dude, you got to take advantage of Sliff, especially in November.
I will.
And I'll
I
see
did
you
last
there.
year.
I'm going. I'll see
Nice.
you there. We can hook up
Yeah.
over there. But anyway, Wake Up Dead Man is just, it's not only a great murder mystery with a great cast, like all these are, including Josh O'Connor, who's having quite a year. Also,
Oh, yes, he is.
it's not on my list, but I will say this: of all the films I didn't like as much as the majority this year, the one that I feel like I'll like more on a rewatch this year is The Mastermind. because I liked it okay, but I didn't love it. It's gonna be on your list, isn't it?
Bud, it's coming up. It's
Okay,
coming up.
I must have missed something. I'll watch it again, I promise. But anyway, I'm just not a big Kelly Reichardt fan. But this one was arguably my favorite of hers, so maybe I'll watch it again. I gave it a matinee. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Josh O'Connor's great, and John Magaro is always fun. But his one scene is great. But again, I'm not a big Kelly Reichardt fan. I hated Meek's cutoff. Wendy and Lucy was just a failure of nerve, if you ask me. It didn't even go all the way with its experiment. And then Showing Up, I haven't seen. I heard it's really good, so maybe I'll watch that too. Anyway, but regardless, Wake Up Dead Man, it's a great mystery, yes, but it also has really meaningful things to say. As someone who used to be a Catholic, has meaningful things to say about the intersection of religion, zealotry, and true faith versus faith for commerce. And I think that there's something really beautiful about. And also the Trump administration. I'm just going to be real about it. Like, Josh Brolin is kind of a stand-in for the Donalds of the world. And so the movie is really a thoughtful satire of that also is about... Actually was the closest any of these Knives Out movies to getting me to actually, choke up at the end. Glenn Close, especially, her last big scene in the movie. I mean, Glenn Close is a phenomenal actress and everything. But...
And damn it, she should have had an Oscar by now.
She should have, and she should have got nominated for this movie. Well, she got an Oscar nomination for the worst movie she was in. Speaking of Trumpers, Hillbilly Elegy. Movie sucked. Anyway, the person who made
Don't get me started. Don't you even get me started on that one. Anyways.
So yeah, number 24, Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. I hope there's many more. Also the best Mila Kunis movie since Ted.
Absolutely. Now number 23, and I'll repeat it again when Joe gets back. But for me, number 23 was Novocaine.
An honorable mention to the honorable mentions. I had a blast with Novocaine. It wasn't. I'll say this: Jack Quaid. It wasn't the best Jack Quaid movie this year. That would be the movie that was 49 on my next best, which was Companion, which I did put on my next best list. But yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. The thing about Jack Quaid, he's making a name for himself. I mean,
he's a movie star. He's great.
I mean, Scream 5, also with Mikey Madison.
Heads of State, which was a lot of fun this year. He was good in that.
He was good in Oppenheimer. He was good in
The Lonely Island Seth Meyers podcast as himself. He's hilarious. brief mentions that Andy Samberg is torturing him by saying Quaid out loud in the.
Anyways, Joe, while you went off doing whatever you were doing, my number 23 is Novocaine.
Novocaine. We saw that together the second time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
that was good.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, that was my number 23.
Cool.
All right, number 23.
What?
Me already? Okay. Number 23 is the exact opposite of Novocaine in that this is a documentary, my number 23, and also a documentary that not only was it nominated for Best Documentary, wasn't even shortlisted. It's one of 2 on this list. How dare you, Academy? Number 23. What happens when you take you really want to examine what happens when you seek to examine a reality show and instead you examine the struggle of all survivors of predatory behavior? You get my number 23, Predators. This was directed by David Ossett. I saw this at the festival last year. I watched it again when it dropped on Paramount Plus. This is not only a great film, it's an important one. It is a study of To Catch a Predator and Chris Hansen, but it's so much more. It's a movie that's really... David Ossett is a survivor of child sexual abuse, and he is not afraid to turn the camera on himself and say, look, we shouldn't be making a circus out of this. These are real people who are hurt. And he's not afraid to put himself on camera and say, I am one of those people who was hurt by adults as a child. And that this is not cool to make a spectacle out of predators, people who are actively harming children. And it's a beautiful work of art. It's terrifying. It's more terrifying than most horror films that come out. And it's a film that really it gets to the root of the fact that also the fine line that we draw between people who are predators who don't act on it and predators who do. The idea of how the true crime sphere, people believe that the viewer believes that they're responsible for crime and punishment, and therefore they vicariously try to be judge, jury, and executioner. All that stuff. It is a deep, thoughtful film, and somehow in 90 minutes, it finds a way to examine all of this in a thoughtful, nuanced, and provocative way. It's a powerful film. It's not going to be an easy watch. Dear God, it won't be. But please check out Predators by David Osen. It's my number 23.
Absolutely.
Great
Now my 22 is a movie that you just mentioned a little earlier, The Mastermind.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm glad it's on your list so that we can talk about it at least.
The Mastermind. I mean, a movie about an art heist set during the Vietnam
That
War.
kind of isn't
I
a
mean,
heist movie either. It's more about like what happens after the heist that they don't show. The kind of doldrums of it, but I kind of like that.
yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, like you said, it was a real fun movie. I got to see a screener of it. I think it was shortly after Cannes Film Festival had happened. But
I saw it unwillingly, like a lot of people at the AMC Mystery Night movie, and I think a lot of people reacted poorly to that. And not me, I kind of liked it, but people didn't really respond.
Grant, do you ever get screeners sometimes of movies?
Sometimes, like I got a screener when for Coda before it came out. I got sent a screener for Coda.
Did you get a DVD or did you get an email
I got a virtual. I got like a link, like a embedded, like a watermark.
Do you still do for your consideration screeners?
Sometimes, every once in a while, I will say this: I am going to be a screener right now. In fact, I got to remember to do that. I am a personal screener for some of the films that are going to be at SLIFF this year. The screening process has already started, so I'm actually a screener for it. I got to watch the films and decide what can be in there.
Oh,
I get to vote on some of the films.
That's cool. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got a lot still to get through before.
Sure do. So The Mastermind, that's your number, what was it, 22? Mastermind?
Yeah. Number 22 is Mastermind. Hold on a second. Sherry, we're going down all the way to one. All right. Well, we're good. That was just my home provider. I was just talking to you.
Okay.
So
number 22 is a movie that is going to be higher on everybody else's list. But here's the thing. If you make my top 30, you're tied for 2. There's your hint. That's usually how it goes for me. So
go ahead.
Number 22. Hey, guys.
uh-huh.
It's 2:14 a.m. Let's do some airplane running. Are you watching? Weapons. It's my number 22 by Zach Krager.
That's way up. That's way up there.
I cannot tell you how awesome it was sitting here at around 12 o'clock in the morning in an IMAX theater when you realize the showdown between the kids and Aunt Gladys is going to start, and just looking at the faces around you, knowing what's coming, and already starting to cheer loudly in an IMAX at midnight. This movie was an absolute trip and a half. It was well acted. It was funny. It was scary. Amy Madigan, dear God, such a deserving supporting actress nomination for Aunt Gladys, one of the best villains of the decade so far.
If she wins that Oscar, I will have no complaint.
She might. She's kind of second in the race next to Tiana. So she could steal it. But yeah, Weapons. Also, there is not a more haunting image this year than a little boy by himself at night in the middle of the road with his arms outstretched, set to In Search of Darkness by George Harrison. I mean, just at the beginning of that film. Just a beautiful image. Julia Gardner fucking killed it. Josh Brolin having a great year. Great in that film as well. And all the memes that have come out of it. The freaking Magic School Bus meme was just amazing. Like those kids in her class, why only hers? And it's supposed to be Miss Grandy, and it's literally Mrs. Frizzle. Like fantastic. Also, little girl, what was her name? Scarlett Shearer, is that her name? Who narrated the movie? The little kid, fantastic narration too. Little girl who narrated the story. It's just such a great film, and it's original. Like it takes elements that you expect.
Yeah,
You've seen
go ahead. Hold on a second. Yes, I hear you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, guys, I have to be off at 9, so we're gonna need to.
Yeah, we're gonna pick it up. But Zach Krager is one of the most original new voices in horror, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Weapons, it's my number 22.
That's a good one.
All right.
Great movie.
All right. My number 21 is Rental Family, the Brendan Fraser.
I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot.
But yes, I thought it was a unique concept about a man just dressing up as stuff, or just as like a hired actor, just to play different things. But that's my number 21.
I'll say this one thing I'll say about Rental Family is like it's decent as a feel-good family movie. I'd love to see the psychological horror film that is buried inside of the concept of this movie that they don't do in this
So
movie.
would I.
Because it's a pretty fucked up thing, this whole system is, this rental business. Like, and I wish they kind of explored that more. But it was a family movie, I get it, but like...
All right, well, what's your 21?
21 is going to be a bit controversial because a lot of people have turned on it. Luke Ponto, what? Luke, I love you, but you got to hear me when I say this. The ending is ambiguous for a reason. Watch it again. A House of Dynamite. This was directed by Catherine Bigelow.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Rashomon. It was like Failsafe if it was a Rashomon story. Multiple perspectives of one day as on the dawn of nuclear Armageddon, from the point of view of the president, the White House, and other staffers, and the control room and situation room. This is tension building of a high order. Again, scarier than most horror films this year. It is a film that uses its ensemble brilliantly, all the way down to the smallest speaking parts. We were talking earlier about the Strangers trilogy and how shitty it was. But I know
Yeah, it was.
some of the people there have talent. Gabriel Basso can be a really good actor. And the reason I know this, because he was in another movie this year, which was A House of Dynamite. And he was great in that movie. As a sort of young guy who gets the two best lines in the movie, which is, we need to do this right today, or we might not be here tomorrow. The other line, which is, this is impossible. It's like trying to hit a bullet with a fucking bullet. Just a fantastic dialogue. And Tracy Letts, great in this movie. Willa Fitzgerald, great in this movie. Everybody in this, from the smallest speaking part. Greta Lee, very briefly, great. Just, it's something special. It's on Netflix, A House of Dynamite. Yes, the ending is ambiguous. So what? This is a tense, well-done thriller that really makes you think. It's my number 21.
All right. Well,
don't take so long to come back and do another movie. Or go ahead.
All right. Well, my number 20 was a movie called Eternity, which was that Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen Afterlife comedy romance. I thought it was a decent movie. But have either one of you seen it?
I have.
No.
I liked it.
All right, go ahead and go on to your 19. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I get you, Joe. I'd recommend checking it out. It's pretty good. Anyway,
It is.
Number 20. Well, that's where we're on 20, right? Yeah, 20. Is a documentary. Speaking of movies that should have been nominated but weren't even shortlisted, what happens when you take the most egregious injustice on a college campus that's ever happened for people with disabilities, and these people stood up and said, we're not going to take it anymore. You get real life heroes and you get Deaf President Now. This is my number 20. This is directed by two filmmakers, Niall DeMarco, who I believe is a first-time filmmaker and is also deaf, and also Davis Guggenheim, who is an established, terrific documentary filmmaker, did Waiting for Superman, An Inconvenient Truth, still a Michael J. Fox movie. And this is great documentary filmmaking. It's about a little scene thing. So this school, this university that is for the deaf and hard of hearing, that was established by Abraham Lincoln, for over 100 years, never had a deaf campus president. And finally, they picked another hearing person after 100 plus years, and the students are just like, nah, in the 80s, just like, nah, fuck this, Deaf President Now. We're going to walk out and we're going to protest. And until we get somebody who understands us to lead us. And it worked. And they changed the school and they changed history. And it was just this, and you get to see both the footage of them then and the footage of them now as they tell the story their own way. And it is an amazing piece of work. It's on Apple TV Plus. I highly recommend checking it out.
What's it called?
Deaf President Now with an exclamation point.
All right, I will
Terrific movie.
absolutely. All right, now
Underrated.
here's my number 19.
Yes.
Roof Man.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Roof Man, like I said, it was a
gotta check it out.
fun movie. It was a fun movie with Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, and yes, Peter Dinklage, or as I like to call him, Peter Dinkhead. And Joe, Grant knows what I'm talking about when it comes to Peter Dinklage.
I don't necessarily have the hate on that you do about it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
the whole Snow White controversy, but we're not getting into that because we're not here for that.
All right.
But anyways, yeah, my number 19 is Roof Man.
Well, my number 19, can you say Best Picture nominee and the most out there choice, I think. Number 19, Hey Hunter.
Yeah.
I have 3 words to say to you. Good luck, babe. Begonia is my number 19. Good luck.
I really didn't care. I didn't really care for
Really?
Begonia, sadly.
Oh, Begonia by the King Daddy. Daddy, I love you. Yorgos Lanthimos.
I'm not big on him.
Okay, fair enough. He's an acquired taste. I have acquired that taste. I love this dude. So Begonia is a remake, of all things, of a Korean film that is very underrated called Save the Green Planet. It takes basically the central concept, but it does its own thing with it. Also, an openly autistic actor in his first acting role ever. Should have gotten a Best Supporting Actor nominees. This guy is named Aiden Delbus, who plays Jesse Plemons' cousin in the film, and is one of the most characters in the film. This is both a very funny film and a very weird film. It is also a film that has meaningful things to say about climate change, the selfishness of humanity in that regard, conspiracy nutcases and Trumpers. And if that final montage doesn't rip your heart out and also kind of make you laugh at the audacity of it, you might not have a soul. Begonia is my number 19 by Yorgos Lanthimos. Great film.
All right, my number 18 is a Best Picture nomination.
Quinn says Begonia is my number 1. Hell yeah, dude.
Quinn, awesome. I'm sorry to rain on your parade, buddy, but it's not for me.
I haven't seen it even.
Well, like look, Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone were both great in the movie. But anyways, we got to keep this going because I only got like 17 minutes.
That's right. And timeline. Yeah. Okay. My bad.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. No, it's all good. My number is 18 is The Secret Agent.
Here's the thing. Hey, Hunter, since you have less time than we do, you want to just go through the rest of your list again?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, I would appreciate that. All right, and you guys can interject anytime you guys want. All right, but within the time. All right. Numbers. The Secret Agent was my number 18. Have either one of you seen it?
Yes, it's on my list. It's on my list. I've seen all the Best Picture nominees, by the way. I just want to point that out.
All right. Well, it's with Wagner Moura, the guy from Narcos, I believe it is.
Wagner, I believe is his name. But yeah, he is phenomenal, and that movie's great. It's on my list too.
All right. Number 17. Sentimental Value.
It's even higher on mine.
I've heard of it. Haven't seen it.
It's so good.
It's phenomenal.
All right, number 16.
Yep.
It's another Stephen King movie. What do you get when you remake a movie with Glenn Powell of an Arnold Schwarzenegger film? The Running Man.
There
Zoinks!
you go.
Zoinks! Zoinks! Anyway.
The Running Man. I or did not know that they were remaking this movie until like several months ago. It was when I heard about this
America, the
show.
greatest motherfucking country in the motherfucking world.
And this was a more faithful based adaptation of the novel. If you ask me, because I don't know if either one of you have read the novel.
I've read it. I'll say this:
No.
the ending worked for me. Y'all can choke. I liked that ending.
Okay. Now here's my next one. Number 15, Blue Moon.
So good.
Blue Moon was just an utter masterpiece of cinema. Ethan Hawke
And
deserves that
screenwriting.
nomination. And
Screenwriting.
also, yes, I was just about ready to say, yes, it did get in a screenplay nomination as
Sure.
well. But anyways, now I also have one that ties at with 15 as well. Song Sung Blue,
Good
All
one.
right.
which
Good one.
I mean, and
Not on my list.
honestly, Kate Hudson was wonderful in that movie. Was wonderful in the movie, but
Sure
I
was.
mean, but at the same time, I mean, it's so hard to choose the best because you only get 5 slots. I mean,
Well-
like, would she have been my choice to be the 5th slot? No,
Got you. Okay. Sorry.
no, but all right. Now number 14.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of this little indie horror movie called Shelby Oaks, the Chris
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Stuckman
I
movie.
sure have. It was great. It's not on my list, but I liked it a lot.
If you haven't seen it, Joe, you need to see it
The
because
Chris Stuckman film. Yeah, his debut. His
Okay.
feature debut.
What's it called again, Hunter?
Shelby Oaks.
Shelby Oaks. Listen to this.
I'll add that
He
to my
made this
list.
for. He made it for $2 to $4 million, and it made its money back within its first weekend.
I am happy to say that my Patreon user, my Kickstarter username is in the end credits of that movie. I am a
Oh, that is so cool!
and it's a really good flick. It's not a perfect movie. I think the ending is a little abrupt, but I think that it's a strong start.
Yeah.
I think that the lead actress, she also really great on. Speaking of television, if you guys haven't seen Letterkenny or especially Shoresy yet, you're missing out on one of the best sitcoms out there. But what's the actress's name who plays the lead in Shelby Oaks? Was it Camille something?
Oh my god.
But
Yeah,
she's on
but-
Shoresy as Laura Moore, who doesn't date sluts, even though he loves her. I don't date sluts. Dear God, I'd be so good to you. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, here's my number 13. My number 13 is Weapons.
Yeah.
Weapons is my number 13.
Good one.
Julia Garner was great in this movie, but Amy Madigan,
Oh my God.
woo! When there's a
I could
moment,
hurt
there
you,
was a
Alex. I could hurt your parents too. I could make them hurt each other, Alex.
and just I don't know if you remember, but the scene when she's in the bed with that unsettling smile with with eyes wild, and she's like, and that scared the heck out of me, and I'm like, okay.
Let's never forget
mean-
she was the wife in Field of Dreams before this. That's what I knew her best from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
And
totally different.
I mean, because I did not think she had the potential to go dark, and
Oh, she was-
boy, did she!
drag
she
queens are gonna be dressing up as her for until the end of time, and I love it.
Oh my god, you know the people are going to be doing that on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing when they do.
All right. Now let me get on to my next one. Number 12. Now this movie, I think is going to be winning an Oscar. Okay, so what do you get with Timothy Chalamet in a table tennis thing?
Even
Marty
higher on mine.
Supreme. Marty Supreme. Did you ever see it by chance?
Oh yeah,
Which one?
Marty Supreme.
Marty
It's on-
Supreme.
Yes, that's on my list.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys, yes, like I said, Marty Supreme, it's a brilliant film. It's definitely winning actor, but there's something that you need to keep in mind.
Mr. Wonderful
There are
is good
two-
in that movie.
There are 2 people that I think have a shot to upset Timothy Chalamet for Best Actor,
Okay.
and those 2 individuals are Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle
Really?
After Another,
Good one.
and Michael B. Jordan for Sinners.
That's
Those
Yep.
are the only
interesting.
two.
I think that
Those are
Chalamet's
the
gonna
only
win it,
two.
but who knows? You might be right on that one.
I mean, they could do a bait and switch. You never know.
Well, I think Chalamet, it's time. He's had so many opportunities to win that are deserving, and now it's his chance. It's like the Meryl Streep.
Yes, right. But okay. Now now my number 11, Black Bag.
It's a good movie.
Black Bag was just the epitome of a masterpiece.
Especially, again, writing. Just the screenplay of that is just incredible.
Absolutely. Now here's my number 10. All right.
Hmm.
What do you get when Guillermo del Toro gives one of the best
It's even higher on
adaptations of a Mary Shelley novel, Frankenstein?
mine. Victor!
I need to see that one.
Frank, are you kidding? You have not seen it
You
yet?
gotta see it, Joe.
Nope.
It's gonna be back in
Oh.
a couple weeks, man. You should go see it.
I plan to see it then.
Yeah.
Oh, they're re-releasing it in theaters?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was nominated for Best Picture. They're doing it all the Best Picture.
I'm gonna go see it.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
I'm seeing
they
it
always
again. I'm
do
supposed to
that.
see it in the theater because I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it at home, but I'm gonna watch it again in theaters.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's my number 9.
Okay, you gotta be quick, man.
What
You
do
got 8 minutes.
Yeah, I know. What do you get when James Gunn comes into the DCU and does one of the most delightful surprise movies
met
of
him.
the summer?
I'm a punk
Yeah.
rocker.
No, when?
Yeah,
When did you meet?
James Gunn?
Or no, wait a minute. It was Sean Gunn. I met.
Yeah, I
Never
met Sean
mind.
Gunn. Too.
Oh, okay. Well,
Galaxy
that's
Gunn, yes. Sorry.
all right. All right. Well, Superman's was my number 9.
I'm a punk
Number
rocker.
8. Number 8. F1. F1
good one, yeah.
is I mean, to be honest, I'm not big on Formula 1 racing, but I will say that when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give this movie a shot. And then when I saw it, I was just like, wow, that was a delightful, feel good, crowd pleaser of a movie.
I'll
Now-
say this: it was the
Mhm.
most well-made possible shot-for-shot remake of Days of Thunder starring Brad Pitt I've seen. I'll give it that. It was
All right,
I
all right,
just
all right.
thought-
I got to keep going.
Yeah.
Number 7, Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out 3. I absolutely had a blast with all of those, with all three of those movies. But
Brilliant.
yes, I mean Ryan Johnson. Yeah, I mean, can he just not make Knives Out moves for the rest of his career?
Yeah.
I mean, can he just please? All right. Now number 6.
And the
This
third season
was
of Poker Face too.
yeah.
Please.
You know they canceled Poker Face. Fuck that.
far too soon because that show was awesome. But anyway, go ahead.
But anyways, number 6, Nuremberg.
That's a
Nuremberg.
good
Next
one.
best. Yep,
I loved that one.
it's a good movie.
Nuremberg. I am huge for like courtroom dramas, and I'm a big sucker for those. And when I saw the cast of Russell Crowe, Rami
Russell Crowe
Malek,
deserved the best supporting actor nomination for that.
oh,
Yeah.
you better believe he did.
Terrifying.
And that royally ticks me off that they didn't even consider it.
It's his best
But
performance since Boy Erased, honestly. He should have gotten nominated.
all right. Now here's my next one. All right, my number 5, Hamnet. Hamnet,
That's
to
very
me.
good.
Now here's the thing about Hamnet. Hamnet, I believe Jessie Buckley is winning the
She-
Oscar
She's
unless
I absolutely think so.
unless somehow Rose Byrne ends up upsetting her at BAFTA and
Maybe.
Jessie Buckley wins SAG, then we might have a race.
But here's the thing, though. Jessie Buckley is their hometown hero, though, at the BAFTAs, so therefore she'll probably win it because she's British, and
That-
Rose Byrne is not. So I feel like
That is true. She's Aussie. That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Now, number 4. What do you get when you have Leonardo DiCaprio
One battle after
give
another.
one of the best yes, one
It's
battle
right
after
next
another.
to you on my list. There's your spoiler. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
All
it's on
right, but
mine
here's
too.
the thing about the thing about one battle after another is Paul Thomas Anderson has had a phenomenal career as a director. I mean, I love a lot of his movies.
Not a bad
Boogie
film in the
Nights,
bunch. Not a bad film in the bunch.
well, actually, Inherent Vice notwithstanding, because I didn't care. I
Inherent
didn't
Vice
care
was
for,
okay. Inherent Vice was decent, but it wasn't great.
but anyways, but yes, and right now I think one battle after another is gonna win Best
Picture.
Picture,
I think
I
so.
hope so.
but there are two other movies that are on my list that I think. Well, there are two movies on this list that I think have the potential
Sinner.
to upset. That is all right, but yep, that Hamnet. All right, that's one of them. Now let me get to my number 3.
Yeah.
What do you get with the Stephen King movie where you get 50 boys have to walk at
Long
a
yard or long walk.
That is super
yes. The Long Walk was
Good.
like my third favorite movie of the year. I mean,
It's your
I didn't
bronze
cry
medal of the
once.
year, man.
Yeah.
I didn't cry once. I didn't cry twice. I didn't cry 3. I cried 4 different times during
I
that.
cried for
No,
the
5.
last half of that movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, and what a great. I mean, and David Johnson,
Oh,
he was
so
overlooked of an Oscar nomination. He was overlooked.
So good.
All right, now let me get my number 2.
Oh, yeah, we're almost done with you, man.
Yeah.
Close.
Hey, you two twins? Nah, we cousins. Sinners.
Yay!
Sinners.
Sinners was my second favorite movie of the year. This is
Very
the
good.
other movie. Sinner, like I said, with one battle after another, is probably going to win Best Picture. But the two movies that I think have the chance to upset one battle after another is Hamnet and Sinners. Because look, because let's say Sinners wins SAG Ensemble and it wins PGA. I mean, regardless of what wins Best Picture, Paul Thomas Anderson's winning Best Director. I mean that race is over.
Yeah.
All right, now let me get on to my number. All right,
Let's hear it.
my number 1 favorite movie of the year is. I might as well do it because I got the shirt on.
Wicked.
Nice! It's your number 1!
Wicked for Good was my
Cool.
favorite movie of the year. The reason why Wicked for Good was my favorite movie of the year was last year, Wicked, or in other words, Wicked Part 1, was my favorite film of last year. And I knew it had no shot of winning Best Picture last year because of Anora. Now, granted, if Anora was not in the conversation, there were 3 other movies in line that could have taken it. And those other 3 movies were Conclave, The Brutalist, and actually no, Conclave and The Brutalist were the other 2. And then I would have put Wicked right after that because people were thinking last year Best Picture was either going to go to Anora or Conclave.
But I might have to add, Anora was a worthy film to win, though, because Anora was also a terrific.
Absolutely. But anyways, before I got to run, but like I said,
Thanks for coming,
Wicked
buddy.
for Good, and
Thanks.
the reason why I don't think it got any Oscar nominations this time around is some people were thinking that some people were treating the 2 films as one long movie, but split in 2 sections. See, because I was explaining this to Grant before you joined, Joe, and all that stuff. But yeah, that was my favorite movie of the year. Well, Joe, Grant, it's been a pleasure.
And I hope you'll watch the rest on your own time, man, so you see the rest of our list.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see the rest of the rest for you.
Yeah.
And Joe, and like I said, so Grant, when we do like a best like middle of the year, I hope that works out because Joe, I'll be on the lookout for more of your reviews, but
yes, please
it's time for me. It's time for me to sign off, guys. Thank you so much, and I will. All right, goodbye now.
Super fun. All right.
See you later. All right.
Okay. We left off at Begonia was my last one. Yes.
Okay, I believe so. What number were you on?
18 will be my
Okay.
next one.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
I will quickly go through these so we can get to 10.
Okay.
Number 18 is a movie that was mentioned by our friend Hunter. Hamnet
Mhm.
is my number 18.
Yeah.
This is the other Hamlet movie. Spoiler alert. My number 43 on my next best was a documentary called Grand Theft Hamlet, which you should check out.
Oh, okay.
It was made entirely in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's really fun. It's a machinima movie. Anyway, but yeah, Hamnet is just a beautiful. If you have children, this movie will fuck you up, but in the best possible way. It's beautiful, and it's beautifully shot. It's beautifully acted.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's just thank you, Patrick. Bravo. Well, thanks, Patrick. For a second, I was like, "Is he flipping us off?" I'm like, "No, he wasn't."
He was clapping.
Well, I don't like Wicked, so fuck you. Anyway, no, but yeah, number 18, Hamnet. It is, and Jesse Buckley. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Directed by Chloe Zhao. Let's point out Hamnet. Number 17 is the second best Amanda Seyfried movie on this list. I think Joe will be talking about it as well.
I will be.
Hey, Joe.
Uh-huh.
I need a fucking sandwich. The Housemaid. Okay, listen. Is my number 17. Now listen, directed by Paul Feig. Hear me out. Okay, The Housemaid is not a deep, thoughtful probing of the human condition, but there is room for things on the list that are just the most fun you've had in a movie in a year. The Housemaid was so much fucking fun.
It was.
It was well acted, campy, but well acted. And just when you find out what's going on, the twist in this movie.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's both hilarious and horrific at the same time, and you root for. They have greenlit the first of the 2 book sequels. There's going to be a second film. I am not been more excited for a sequel in a while.
Right.
It's delightful, and Amanda Seyfried. Can we put her in everything? She's just man. Also, I don't think Paul Feig gets enough credit for how good he is at making these kind of movies that in the wrong hands could be just trashy movies and doing them with like some class and some thought and some like filmmaking. It looks like a movie. It has real weight to it. And number 17, The Housemaid. Y'all can choke. I had fun. So it's my number 17 by Paul Feig. Number 16. It was number 1 on Hunter's list. Wicked for Good. I really, really liked it. It's directed by John M. Chu, and I don't understand why people hated this one so much. If you like the first one, this is the rest of the first one. And it's good as the rest of the first one goes. It's moving, and the music's really good. And collectively, with part 1, it is one of the best musical adaptations of all time. And it is a darker chapter than the first, but it's worthwhile.
It is definitely darker.
Also, a lot darker. And John M. Chu, between these movies and In the Heights, has made 2 of the best musical adaptations of recent years. So yeah, number 16, Wicked for Good. It's my number 16. Number 15, as mentioned earlier, also on this list, and he asked me, and I said I'd seen it. This is one of the last movies I saw in 2025, and it was a Best Picture nominee, and that is The Secret Agent. This was directed by, I'm going to butcher your name, I apologize in advance, Kleber Mendoza Fijo. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This is just a pure filmmaking. It's one of those movies that it is a political thriller and a slow burn one at that, but it's also kind of a grindhouse movie. It's kind of a 70s throwback movie. It's almost 3 hours long. I should point that out.
Oh, wow.
And it is entirely in Portuguese, so be ready to read some subtitles.
Subtitles, okay. What I was going to say.
But it's incredibly well acted. Wagner Moura, terrific in basically 2 roles by the time the movie's over. Also, the great Udo Kier. It's one of his last performances. He's in one big scene, really, but he's phenomenal in it.
Yeah.
And this is just great filmmaking. And also it has a sentient, disembodied leg that only kills naked people having sex on park benches. Everybody wins in a fantasy sequence. This movie's wild, and it's funny at times, and I'm not the killing type of person, but I would kill this person with a hammer. It's like, why would you kill him with a hammer? He goes, why don't you use a gun? He goes, because I know how to use a hammer. Just really good writing in this movie. I'm glad it's getting nominated for Best Picture. 15, The Secret Agent. It's a weird one, but it's a lot of fun. Speaking of foreign films put out by Neon, my number 14 also was mentioned by Hunter. It was just an accident. The fact that this directed by Jafar Panahi, the fact that this movie exists at all is a miracle. So this is a film that is, if you talk about sphincter tightening, this movie is a film about mistaken identity, or is it? But with the weight of the treatment of prisoners in Iran. And the fact that Jafar Panahi was jailed and is probably being tortured as we speak for making a film makes this movie all the more important, because it's a film that, yes, it has a dark sense of humor, and yes, as just a boilerplate thriller, it works. But it's carrying the weight of its theme, which is that the oppressed, if they get a hold of their oppressors, do they seek revenge? Or are they the bigger person? What part of us controls what part of us takes over in that moment when we finally get to confront the people who have tormented us? And the film is just powerful. It's acted well across the board. And that ending, you will never hear the sound, not since SpongeBob has the sound of a squeaking appendage, more made your skin crawl. I mean, it's so powerful. Number 14, Jafar Panahi's It Was Just an Accident. Check it out if you haven't yet.
I have not.
It's fantastic, and it's nominated for Best Original Screenplay. So at least
okay.
Number 13 is a film I've waited 2 years to put on a list. So I saw this film at the 2023 Sundance Film. It was only this year gotten any kind of release. It is a wonderful little treasure called A Little Prayer. It's my number 13. This is directed by a fella named Angus McLaughlin. It stars two of our finest character actors, David Strathairn and Jane Levy. And this is a beautiful piece of work. It's essentially a little Southern fried fable dramedy about this guy who he basically loves his daughter-in-law like his own child. More maybe than his own daughter, who shows up, the kind of train wreck daughter played by Anna Camp. And the whole film, he loves his daughter-in-law. They have a very close bond, but it's threatened because his son turns out to not be a very good husband. And the father has to sort of reckon with the fact that, like, he's raised somebody right who still grew up to be an abusive monster. And we have to kind of see him reckon with that. And reckon with the potential end of his, bond with this young woman. Really beautiful piece of work, and it should have been seen by more people. Music Box put it out. I believe it's available on digital. I highly recommend. A Little Prayer. It's a gem. It's a diamond in the rough. It's my number 13. Number 12 is a movie that has only been on one top 10 list I've seen, that being Mark Kermode's. It was his number 1. It is a film that a lot of people hated, and a very small amount of people loved. I am one of those people. The fact that Jennifer Lawrence didn't get an actress nomination for this movie is astounding. My number 12, Die My Love. This was directed by Lynn Ramsey. And this is one of the most haunting depictions of postpartum depression I've ever seen in a movie. This is literally Jennifer Lawrence dancing, in a couple of cases quite literally dancing through the flames of the trauma of postpartum depression. And Robert Pattinson as her husband is, struggles to deal with it, but at the same time, he's going about it the wrong way. And it leads to this clash between the two of them. And it's darkly funny at times, it's haunting at others, and there's this lingering feeling of, like, the movie doesn't offer easy answers, because you know what? There aren't any. And it's a hard watch for people, but the cinema score for this movie is not great. It has like a D-, but it is...
Oh, wow.
This is, if you are up for it, this is a very challenging and provocative film with one of the best performances from one of our finest young actresses, Jennifer Lawrence. Die My Love by Lynn Ramsey. It's my number 12. Number 11, and then we can talk about... We mentioned Joel Edgerton earlier. Nobody saw this movie, and it makes me sad. Now, this movie played in more theaters in the new year. So I actually saw this movie in 2026, but it played theatrically in a limited run on Christmas Day, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to the Draft House to see this movie because it wasn't playing anywhere nearby. My number 11 is one of the most searing films about growing up, especially growing up othered, I've ever seen, The Plague. This is my number 11. This is directed by a filmmaker named Charlie Pullinger, and it is Joel Edgerton is the most recognizable face here. He also produced the film. Almost everybody else and the majority of the cast in this film are brand new young actors who have never done this before, have only done a little bit before, and like around like 13 or younger. And it is a horror film, straight up. It is a film about this young boy played by an actor named Everett Blunt, who I hope gets a lot more roles off of this. And he goes to this, set in 2003, and he goes to this water polo training, like summer camp, like sports camp for the summer, and soon finds himself both befriending and then turned against by this sort of king mean boy in the camp, played by an actor named K.O. Martin, who is like a skater kid who they've never done anything before.
Okay.
One of the first time I ever wanted to punch a 13-year-old boy in the face. He's so evil in this movie. And it is a movie that pulls no punches in that there's this kid who is clearly an autistic kid who has acne problems. And essentially, they say he has the plague and to avoid him. Like, if he touches you, you'll get it too. And it's about the hive mentality that this kid creates. There's a lot of Lord of the Flies here. And it's about this kid questioning if the plague is actually real or not. And kind of he befriends the boy that they're turning on, and then they turn all on him. And it is heartbreaking. And yeah, Feeling So Real, the Moby song, is prominent. And great movie. I agree, Patrick. And this movie, not enough people are talking about this movie. It is truly terrifying. If you've ever been an awkward 13-year-old boy, which who hasn't? This movie will annihilate you. Funny you should mention that. Yeah, people said it's if the cheese touch from Diary of a Wimpy Kid was a horror movie. I agree. The thing is that what's funny is that I was out at the Draft House, so they do a specialized thing, and they did like a montage of all like the mean bullying things in kids movies and coming of age movies, and one of them was the clip from Diary of a Wimpy Kid with the cheese touch because they fit the narrative actually. But no, this is fantastic, and that kid K.O. Martin, I mean, one of the most, maybe the best villain of the year. You want to punch, you want to beat up, you want to like cream that little turd. I mean, he's such a little, just with a smirk, he makes you hate him. He's one of those kids. Yeah. So number 11, Charlie Pullinger, it's his feature debut, The Plague. Go watch it. It's going to be on AMC Plus. It's an IFC release. Go see it.
It's called The Plague?
It's called The Plague.
Okay. I will add that to my list.
It's not an easy watch, but it's worthwhile. So number 10, Joe. We're finally at number 10. What's your number 10, my guy?
Okay. Number 10 is Housemaid.
Yes!
Yeah. I loved the twist. You kind of summed it up earlier, but the twist was great.
Fantastic movie.
And Sydney Sweeney, actually, she did a really good job in that.
She was solid in it. And Brendan Scanar, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, with this one.
Fantastic. Well, it's ironic that you mentioned your number 10 had Amanda Seyfried in it, because my number 10 is Amanda Seyfried, too. This is the most recent addition to my list. I saw this couple of weeks ago, finally. I saw it with my aunt and cousin. We all loved it. My number 10, Hunter mentioned it on his list, The Testament of Anne Lee is my number 10.
Okay.
Is directed by Mona Fastvold, wife of Brady Corbet, who co-writes with her. They both worked on The Brutalist, which he directed. And this is filmmaking of a high order. It's hypnotic. And Amanda Seyfried, it's her best performance she's ever given, even in movies this year, just in general. This movie's hypnotic. It's kind of a musical. Also great supporting turn from the likes of Stacey Martin, Christopher Abbott, Thomasin McKenzie, Lewis Pullman, who's had a good year this year, also great. And it's a movie about the Shakers movement, particularly their leader, Anne Lee, who they're convinced is the second coming of Christ in the form of a woman. And this is kind of done like a musical, and it's kind of like but a musical that also is like a historical costume drama, but it's exhilarating. And just watching it, I mean, the themes about these people are partly the way that it kind of doesn't pass judgment. It's like some of these what she's doing. Some people are like, oh, it's crazy, and you're kind of like, yeah, she is a little crazy. Like she realizes that sex is the bad thing. So part of the Shakers thing is you can never have sex again. Now, many would make the argument that if you don't have sex ever again, you can't really make and raise more Shakers, which turns out to be prophetic at the end of the film. But it's just, and you see the story, but at the same time, like, she's one of the first ones where, like, they see people, this is the, the 1800s, you see people being auctioned off to be slaves, black people. And she's the first one to go, one of the only people as everybody stands around, like, shame on you. These are children of God. How dare you? You shouldn't be selling human beings. So again, there's these progressive elements that are really justifiable. But then at the same time, the way she's going about some of her things are just crazy, objectively. But you see, the filmmaker kind of lets the viewer decide what stance to take on Ann Lee. And by doing that, she simply steps out of the way and lets Amanda Seyfried go. And man, does she go and go. And it's terrific. Number 10, I want to fast forward to The Testament of Ann Lee. Go see it. Right. It's not doing great at the box office, but you should see it. It's still out in theaters, so go watch it.
Okay.
Number 9, Joe.
My number 9 was Marty Supreme. That was an intense. I never knew, table tennis was such a big deal. It was, the acting was great, and I really enjoyed watching that. And then I hope who played Marty in that movie?
Timothée Chalamet.
Okay, yeah, I hope
he was phenomenal.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that was definitely going to be in my top 10.
Who knew that ping pong was so intense, and even more so, trying to get to a ping pong tournament could be so intense?
Exactly.
That's a lot of
yeah.
this movie.
Yes, definitely.
Also, the soundtrack kicked ass in this movie. So
it really did. Yeah.
Drops. Anachronistic needle drops, but they worked. It also helps that the last needle drop in the movie over the end credits is one of my favorite songs of all time, which is Everybody Wants to Rule the World, which is one of my favorite songs.
That's a good one.
Yeah. My number 9 is a film that got nominated for no Oscars, and it should have. And in fact, I have to praise them. Neon has resold this movie. It's actually playing nationwide at AMC's tomorrow night, if you want to go check it out. A little late. But it didn't get nominated, and so now they have the poster with the term F your consideration on it. And that movie is my number 9. It's a foreign film. It is from our friends at South Korea. Number 9, No Other Choice. This was directed by Park Chan-wook, the great Park Chan-wook, who did things like The Handmaiden, Old Boy, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Decision to Leave, which is one of my favorite films of the decade so far. And this is even better. So No Other Choice is a dark comedy based on a book that was previously adapted to American audiences, and is co-written by one of the great Canadian actors and screenwriters, Don McKellar, co-wrote it. And it is based on a book called The Axe, which was previously adapted to a film. I have not seen the film or read the book. But essentially is, what if you get fired from your job, you get a chance to work at a better job, and in order to keep your middle-class existence, you realize you have to kill your competition. And that's to keep middle-class luxuries. And that's basically what No Other Choice is about. It's a dark comedy. There's a little bit of slapstick in there. But it has something thoughtful to say about how people in the job market are cogs in a machine. They're chewed up and spit out. And Lee Byung-hun, who has been in both Hollywood and Korean films, also was on Squid Game. Terrific performance in this. And yeah, it's terrific. My number 9, No Other Choice by Park Chan-wook. Go check it out if you haven't seen it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So number 8?
Number 8, yes.
All right. My number 8 was Fantastic Four, The First Steps.
Super.
Yeah, that was
Fantastic
a good one. Yeah. I love how it's going to lead up to Doomsday, and I'm looking forward to that one in December.
All right. Anything else to add?
I just like this installment. I think it was definitely better than the 2015 one. That's for sure.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie and I know that's not saying a lot, but
right, exactly.
I will say this: I liked the film, and I'm happy to say that I made my entire audience laugh at the very end. I said something out loud.
What'd you say?
So I saw it in IMAX 3D opening day, and when they got the spoiler alert, the mid-credit scene, Doctor Doom's side view anyway shows up, probably a body double, not Robert Downey Jr.
Probably.
But it's the little boy is holding his face like with his mask, and he's holding the mask in one hand.
Yeah.
And I said out loud, "Oh my God, it's Robert Downey Jr." And everybody lost it. So I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah.
But no, it was a lot of fun. My number 8 was also mentioned by Hunter. He kind of the Waterfront, but from the great Guillermo del Toro, my number 8, Frankenstein. This was just a really amazing take on this classic source material. I love the book. I love the character of Frankenstein and his creature, and I think that del Toro just gets it so right. I think that Jacob Elordi, who was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for this, deserved as the monster. I thought he was fantastic. And Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth, Christoph Waltz, all terrific. And it's just a fascinating piece of work in that it remixes things here and there, but is mostly a faithful adaptation of the Mary Shelley book to an extent, including that the point of view shifts. The first half of the story, Mia Goth was great. Yeah, she was in 2 performances, one of which I didn't even know that was her until after I watched it. But Mia Goth's great in everything. I knew that all the way back from A Cure for Wellness, which I loved, and nobody else seemed to like that much. But she's great. But like the whole thing is structurally after a prologue and between a prologue and epilogue, there's 2 distinct halves of this film. The first half is Dr. Victor Frankenstein's point of view. And the second half is from the creature's point of view. And you kind of feel like you're watching 2 different movies, but the way that they come together at the end really works, and how they sort of double back on each other, like in the book. And it's just such a great story, and just beautiful. I mean, it's a perfect winter horror movie, because there's a lot of snow. And
I'm going to have to watch that.
check it out. I would recommend just sticking it out until it's back in theaters and just seeing it.
Yeah, that's what I plan to do.
Because it's one of those movies that, like, I'm glad it's coming back out, because I regretted not going to the Draft House and just seeing it when it was the big show. Because it really, it is stunning. It is just stunning. And Del Toro is a genius. He never fails, and this is one of his best. Frankenstein, my number 8, by Guillermo del Toro.
All right.
Number 7.
Number 7, Song Sung Blue. Hugh Jackman did awesome in that role. You know, it was sad at times, but it was a good story, which is what the audience wants.
And Kate Hudson. And also, here's the thing that I think, it's one of those movies that's based on a true story that so many things happen that if you didn't know it was a true story, you'd be like, that would never happen. Like, it's one of those true stories where, like, things happen in such a way that you're like, if you didn't tell me this is based on true events, I would think that you made it up. Because it's wild.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. If it wasn't, somebody did a damn good job of writing it, you know?
They sure did.
Yeah.
It's not on my list. I liked it a lot. I think that it is the weakest of the Craig Brewer people on the outskirts of fame try to make something trilogy, as I call it. It's not as good as Flow or Dolomite Is My Name. I think those were better, but I liked this one. I thought it was very good.
It was.
My number 7, I guess, unless that you have something else to add.
Nope, that was it.
My number 7. Okay, Ryan Coogler has been great since he started back in Fruitvale Station. But who'd have thought the first movie he does that's not based on a real person and or a comic book and or a boxing movie franchise, his first original film would be his best and his masterpiece. Sinners is my number 7. This is filmmaking of a high order. It's scary. It's well acted. The music.
It's well made.
That one sequence, you know the sequence I'm talking about. That oneer where you see the history of music play out in this club pretty much in one shot.
Yeah.
My mouth was hanging open. I mean, it's brilliant filmmaking. And Jack O'Connell, who also is in a movie that is very likely going to be on my best films next year, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, there's your hint.
Okay.
Is great in this. But I think there's one thing about Sinners that I really want to spotlight that I think people missed. Sinners is not a film that's necessarily just about racism toward the black characters, and I think that people are missing this. So, for those who don't know, historically, Irish white people were also treated pretty horribly on their journey to America. And I think what Ryan Coogler is saying is, and then also societally, they and their black neighbors turned on each other because society kind of, the machinations of that made that happen. So I think what Ryan Coogler is trying to do is talk about the showdown between these two marginalized groups of people in this country with using monster movie elements to say something real about how, as horrible as Remick is and the stuff he says is and the stuff his followers say is, he's a victim of this curse too. He's in bondage. He's trapped too. They both are. And I think that's the thing is like when you get to the end, that beautiful sequence where he's saying like, that was the last time I saw the sun and the first time I felt truly free. I mean, it's haunting. And it's beautiful. Haley Steinfeld is awesome in this. And I love that they use her actual cultural background for the part that she has, I think, a black grandfather, I believe. This is just great filmmaking. And Michael B. Jordan, leave it to a great actor like him to kill it in two roles and make them both distinctive and both great. And yeah, Sinners, it's a modern American classic. It's my number 7 by Ryan Coogler.
Definitely.
The fact that it's only number 7 should tell you how great the next 6 are.
Right, definitely.
Ryan Coogler's best film. Yeah, Sinners.
All right.
Number 6.
Right, so my number 6 is One Battle After Another. That actually, I hope Leonardo would win an Oscar for that.
The password scene, though.
I was really impressed by how well they made that.
It's one of those everything in the kitchen sink movies that pulls off everything in the kitchen sink. Like it's a stoner movie, it's a political thriller, it's a drama about like parenting.
It's everything, yeah.
It's a black comedy about like, it's a social satire. Like kind of every movie in one. It's a satire against white supremacy. Like it's amazing. We'll be talking about it higher up on mine, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. What's your number 6?
My number 6. This one, okay, people will argue, Grant, you're kind of splitting hairs because this was nominated for Best Picture at last year's Oscars. Okay. It came out limited in January, so it counts. My number 6 is a film called I'm Still Here. This was directed by Walter Salles.
I've heard of that.
It is a Portuguese language film. I believe it won Best Foreign Language Film at the Oscars last year. It was also nominated for Best Picture. This is such a beautiful piece of work. It's Fernanda Torres. Terrific performance. She plays the matriarch of this family, who's the father of which is taken off screen, tortured, and killed. But she keeps being told that, like, oh, he's just being questioned. He'll come back. It's in the height of like the problems that were going on in Brazil at the time in the 70s and the 60s. And it's about her as she keeps waiting for her husband to come home, and it's about her keeping the family together. And she's the one who's, quote, still here and trying to keep everybody together. And she knows in her heart, like, her husband's never coming back, but she just keeps everything to the chest and keeps everything together. And it's quiet, but it's devastating. And you watch it, and it's one of the most incredible achievements in film. It is the empathy machine on all cylinders. I mean, it's one of those movies that it rips your guts out, but it's so beautiful. Number 6, I'm Still Here by Walter Salles. Check it out. It's really great. Yes. It's also in Portuguese with English subtitles, so just know that. But it's great.
Cool. All right. So number 5. Speaking of Sydney Sweeney, she did a phenomenal job in the movie Christie.
Oh, was that your number 5, Christie? I liked Christie a lot. I'm glad it's on.
Yes. It kind of reminds you of it's like the female version of Rocky almost.
Very underrated movie from this year as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she played the part really well, and movie was wonderful, and Of course, that Jim was a piece of shit, but
that last 20 minutes, I've seen slasher movies that have less gore than that last 20 minutes. That's
what he did was just terrible. He was awful to her.
It was harrowing. I mean,
yeah.
As a study of an abusive marriage, it is one of the most disturbing I've ever seen. In that way.
It was bad.
Yeah,
it was very bad.
Yeah,
it's like she didn't deserve that, at all. And the thing that pissed me off about that movie is her mom would not listen to her.
Oh, that moment at the end, I was like, if she doesn't say something to that woman, right? He says is perfect.
It's like your daughter's trying to talk to you, and you're blowing her off. You're like, oh, it's like she didn't believe her what was going on.
And see, this is what bigotry does. It's like you would rather trap your daughter in a loveless marriage where the person tries to kill her.
Right.
You'd rather let your daughter die to save face because you don't want her to be with someone who she loves because she's gay.
Right.
Like that's the level of your hate that you're trapping your daughter in this situation. I mean,
I do want to point out when Jim asks Chrissy to marry her, like he forces her, and then she finally says okay. Like she doesn't say yes, she says okay.
Yeah, and throughout the whole movie,
it
starts as a term of endearment, which is not that endearing, and then it becomes sinister as it goes along. Of if you leave me, I'll kill you is like his catchphrase to her, and he means
pretty much.
He means it. Yeah. I mean, he takes it to the nth degree, and I think she even says something to the extent of, "When a man says, if you leave me, you kill her, you need to listen." Because that's how you escape from that situation. Like it's man. Oof.
Yeah.
And
that's
I would say this, it's not on my list, but and it's also not the Sydney Sweeney film that is on my list, but I think objectively it is her best performance she's ever given. I think
she definitely deserves an Oscar or some recognition for that.
Yeah.
Role.
That's unfortunate she didn't because it was a great performance.
I kind of feel like you said, it was underrated,
It didn't do great at the box office. I mean, a lot of her movies.
And I'm surprised,
And also her other films she did this year, they didn't make my list, but I liked them. Americana, especially. I actually kind of dug that.
I did not see that one.
Eden. I also like that one quite a bit. Did you ever see that one?
No.
All right. But yeah, it's a really good film. I'm glad you put it on yours.
Yeah, I hope she continues to make movies because she's been successful so far, it seems like.
Yeah. And also, she's not a Trumper. Everybody leave it alone. She's clarified herself. Stop it. Even if she was, so what? Who gives it? I'm not a Trumper by any means. I hate the guy. But, come on, y'all. People can have their beliefs and they can be different from yours. Don't villainize people.
Right.
For no reason. She's not a piece of shit or anything. She just voted for somebody you didn't vote for. Maybe.
Right. Could be.
Anyway, my number 5... So remember way earlier, I know it feels like a lifetime because when we started this, Obama was still president, I think. But number 5, we mentioned this way earlier on Hunter's list. The Life of Chuck is my number 5.
Yes, that was great.
Life-affirming, beautiful movie. Mike Flanagan is a guy who does horror films, but he does horror films with a distinct human touch, and he's brilliant at it. This is his first non-horror film. And it proves the point I always had that he always cared more about human beings. And I think that he understands this. And it's a film that, yes, it is incomplete. And yes, to some extent. And it is 3 vignettes that are loosely tied together. But that's what life is. And I think that what he understands is he builds this portrait of this guy. And it's a fairy tale. It's a whimsical movie. And the narration, it might be a little twee to some, but, it worked for me. I thought I was taken by this story, and I thought it was a really moving story about how our life, no matter how short it is, if we have moments in our lives and people in our lives that make our short time on this earth beautiful. And that's what we do. And it has one of the best dance sequences of the year, basically the entirety of the Tom Hiddleston sequence, which is just amazing. The middle sequence where she dances in the street with the young woman. That scene was just a beautiful single sequence of the year. And then what you realize, and then when the narration afterwards about knowing that he's going to get sick and that this was one of the moments that he didn't regret his life, that he dropped his briefcase and danced. I mean, I was in tears. I just thought it was such a beautiful piece of work, and all the actors who played Chuck, the young actors, everybody was great. But Mark Hamill as the grandfather, and Mia Sara, so great to see Mia Sara again. It's been so long. Ferris Bueller,
right.
But yeah, Mark Hamill, I'm glad that he's in more roles on screen where he's not Luke Skywalker. Like, we need more Mark Hamill, the character actor, and this worked. So yeah, number 5, Mike Flanagan's The Life of Chuck. It is an incredible piece of work. Also, that a lot of people didn't see, and that's a shame because it's really good.
That is.
Yeah. All right.
So we down to number 4,
my good sir.
All right.
Yep, we are.
This one is The Lost Bus. I think you mentioned it earlier. Matthew McConaughey.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, that was definitely going to make the top of my list. That was so well put together, and all the stuff he went through.
What's your number 4 again? I'm sorry, Joe.
Lost Bus.
Oh yeah, great movie. Okay.
Yeah. All the stuff he went through to, save those kids and all that. It was just, it really, really, I really connected, and I felt like it was, worth the watch. It was something I think everybody should see. I don't know if many people even saw this one, but
not theatrically, no, probably not. I mean, it got on streaming, maybe.
I mean, I feel like it might have been underrated, but it deserves more.
Although I will say I did see it on a Ticket Tuesday at Marcus, and that our theater was packed, but that might have just been the discounts too.
That could be.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a great movie and just harrowing as hell. Just the fact that it really happened, and also McConaughey, always a good, and America Ferrera, always good. So yeah, a good pick.
Yeah,
good pick.
Definitely.
Number 4 was mentioned on both of our lists, the previous lists, and that is the best ping pong movie since Balls of Fury. Everybody, Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme.
Number 4.
There you go.
Josh Safdie, formerly of the Safdie brothers. This is pure filmmaking. Just, it's tense, it's funny, it's exciting. I have never seen ping pong depicted in a more visceral way on screen. It actually made me appreciate the sport more.
Right.
But beyond that, this is a movie that's full of actors who have not acted before, who are terrific, that are from other mediums. Mr. Wonderful from freaking Shark Tank is in this and is great in this. The guy in real life is kind of a turd, but he's good in this movie. The spanking, the paddling scene. I mean, come on. You've been a bad boy, Marty. You need to be paddled. If you want to come to Japan with me. Tyler, the Creator, fantastic in this movie. Really great in this movie. Gwyneth Paltrow, nice to see her back in a movie that's not a Marvel movie.
Yes.
Very good. Odessa Ozion, great as Marty's love interest / best friend. Devastating. I also loved Fran Drescher in like 2 scenes as his mom. Great. But at the center of all of it, and what binds it all together, Timothée Chalamet. This kid has always been great. This might be his moment to win the Oscar. And it's a character that you both root for and hate at the same time. This guy is such a dick. But like the thing he said about the European dude, I can't even repeat it. It's so anti-Semitic, and yet
it is.
I'm Jewish, so it's okay. It's like, no, dude, that's still fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, but it's just the balls of these filmmakers, including the balls that they hit with the paddle. Heyo, this is just great filmmaking, great storytelling. And a great ending. I love the ending. And some people hate the ending. They're like, I don't want to sympathize with him. It's like, I think that is the moment you sympathize with him because he's humbled himself. Here's the thing. When you're young, the thing is, the guy's in his 20s. When you're in your 20s, you don't know what you're doing. You're kind of a dick when you're in your 20s. Let's be honest. Especially men. I can relate to that. I understood what they were going for, and I thought that really worked. So yeah, number 4, Marty Supreme. It's awesome. Go see it if you haven't seen it yet. It's
Yes, definitely see it.
my number 4. Number 3, my good sir.
All right.
Your bronze medal.
Number 3, Wicked for Good is
Awesome.
yes,
Yay.
that was I loved it. It was great. Like we talked about earlier, it was definitely darker than the first one, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And I've seen the musical at the Fox, a couple times,
Mhm.
so I knew what was going to happen. But I think how they made it into a movie form was great, and split into 2 parts probably was best because it is a long, important story.
Well, and what they added to justify it, like the backstory and the character development, I think that you have to take this movie, sort of like Kill Bill and stuff like that. You have to take this movie as 2 movies that build it to a collective long whole movie. And I think when you
Right.
look at it as that, it works as the second part of the story. And I think that it
Yeah.
concludes the story in a way that's very powerful and very beautiful. And yeah, I agree. It's wonderful. And Ariana Grande, like, what a way she's come. I mean,
Yeah.
just from her Nickelodeon days to now this, I mean, just great.
Right.
So yeah, number 3. Hey, Joe,
Mm-hmm.
do you have the time on the clock?
Oh,
Do you call me back when you have the time? One battle after another.
that's-
Bitch, I feel like Tony Montana, motherfucker. This is number 3, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. This is going to be a classic. This is one of those movies that you are going to hear that dorm rooms are going to have the posters for the next decades to come. This is a masterpiece. Like, truly
Yeah.
a masterpiece of a movie.
I agree.
And what I love about this movie is that it kind of finds a way to be every movie in one without denigrating or overextending any part of any movie it is within itself. Like, it's also one of the best takedowns of forever and always. I will call white supremacists the Christmas Adventurers Club forever.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just think that that name is funny. The fact that they got Jim Downey to play one of them is just funny. Like, I love the cast here. Tiana Taylor, terrific. Regina Hall, great, and only a few scenes as well. But
Mhm.
and DiCaprio, terrific.
Great.
I
Great
think
role.
the real discovery, though, is Chase Infinity. I think this young lady is a movie star. I think that this is a great jumping off point for her, and she's terrific.
Yeah.
And just
Sean Penn was also in the
Sean,
movie.
of course, Sean Penn as Colonel
Yeah.
Mothra. Also, for those who are complaining that that his name and his character is ridiculous, it's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be ridiculous. He's playing a spoof of a stereotypical type of guy. So yeah, of course, it's supposed to be. He's terrific, terrifying. Also, that car chase, that one shot where they're going. I saw that movie in IMAX. My stomach was in my throat, man. That was just an amazing sequence, and it's a great comedy. It's a great thriller. It's a great father-daughter story. It's a great drama. It's a great satire. It's a kind of a good love story a little bit. It's a good, coming-of-age story. It's kind of everything. It's like a war thriller kind of. It's a political satire. It's all the things a movie can be, and it kind of works in all of them. Like, it's kind of amazing. So yeah, number 3, One Battle After Another. This is one of those great American movies we only get once a year. And it's my number 3 by Paul Thomas Anderson.
All right. So my number 2 is one of my favorite superheroes, Superman.
Yay!
Yeah. I think this has been the best one since Christopher Reeve from 1978.
Yeah, I agree.
And I remember Superman or Clark Kent tells Lex Luthor at one point, "I'm just as human as anybody else." And I think that really sent a powerful message to the fans and the audience. That's something that stuck out to me in the movie.
Well, and I think it's also powerful when you realize that he's an immigrant, too. I
Yeah.
mean, this idea of, like, you try to other me, I'm a person. Like, I'm
right
here with you, like, I'm like you.
right
It's a good film, and James Gunn, just I'm so glad he's from where we are, because it's
Yeah.
something to be proud of, St. Louis boy.
Right.
yeah, good
And some people saw him as a villain where they were throwing stuff at him. It's like he's trying to save the world. He
yeah,
didn't do anything wrong.
it's a really good it's blockbuster filmmaking done really really well,
Yeah.
and
And I'm looking forward to Supergirl this summer because
same.
she showed up at the end and I'm like, oh yeah, I know where this is going.
And stole that entire scene. So
Yeah.
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 Where's
yeah.
where's my dog, bitch? R.I.P. Gene Hackman. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so number 2,
Yep. Your silver medal.
my silver medal. Yep. This was my number 1 until the end of this year. That's what I'll say. I kind of had this thought. I'm like, this will be my number 1 unless this film by a filmmaker I love is as great as I think it's going to be, and it was. So there's your hint. But number 2 is a film by a first-time filmmaker that I think shows promise. Sorry, Baby is my number 2. This is directed by Eva Victor. She also stars in the film and wrote the film and directed it. This is a dark comedy about a survivor of sexual assault. That is
okay.
But that takes the subject seriously while also making fun of the way that the people around the victim react to the victim's story. It finds it dark, as strange as that sounds. It's an A24 film. It's this quiet little dramedy about this woman named Agnes, played by Eva Victor, who is a teacher in academia. She's a college professor, and she was an alumni of the school that she works in, and we find out that partially maybe the reason she got the role was that one night she was invited back to the home of her professor that she idolized, and he raped her. And then he was fired, and then shortly after, she kind of filled his spot. And it's 3 years since that happened, but she's still processing it, and it's kind of all comes together because her friend, played by Naomi Ackie, is coming to stay, and she and her wife are planning to have a baby, and she's pregnant with that baby. And at the end, that's where the title comes in, is she's left alone with the baby, and she's telling the baby, who's a girl, bad things might happen to you, but if you're ever afraid, you can tell me, and I'm sorry bad things are going to happen. Sorry, baby. But that it's okay because there's people who are going to keep you safe and love you, and I'm one of those people. And it's a powerful movie, and it's beautiful, but it's funny, but it's also heartbreaking. John Carroll Lynch has a great sequence as a guy who sort of helps her through a panic attack at one point. Lucas Hedges, really good as the neighbor, the offbeat neighbor who she forms an unlikely kind of romantic bond with over hot dogs and getting things for hot dogs at one point. It's terrific, and Eva Victor is a voice that I can't wait to see what she does next. And number 2, Sorry Baby, very close number. It's right there, but it's terrific, and you should all see it because it's a wonderful movie. It's my number 2.
I add it to my list.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max, by the way, for those who want to watch.
Okay, cool, perfect.
All right,
perfect. Okay, my number 1 is actually it's actually a docudrama, I guess you could say. It was only in theaters literally for a few days over the summer, and I'm a big history buff, and I'm wanting to be a history teacher. So this one is called American Miracle, or A Nation Is No Accident, which is it's about the American Revolution.
Okay.
And I, of course, I'm a big history lover. I loved it. It was pretty accurate and was well acted, I guess. And, I just loved it. I think it should have been in theaters longer, but, but.
Was it like a Fathom Events kind of thing? Sort of?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. They have some good stuff. Fathom Events.
Yeah, so you should definitely check that out, especially if you like history.
I'll check it out.
American history, that is, yeah.
What was it called again?
It's called American Miracle, Our Nation is No Accident.
I'll have to check it out. That's
Yes.
deep cut there. All right.
Yes.
Now my number one, my
Yeah,
gold
let's hear it.
medal, isn't Best Picture nominee. It is also a foreign film. Okay, I want you guys to look back to 2022. When I did my best films of 2022, my number one was a film called The Worst Person in the World. It was a Norwegian film directed by a fella named Joachim Trier, starring an actress named Renate Reinsve and co-starring an actor named Anders Danielsen Lie. Now, these are all three things are all important because my number one is a film directed by Joachim Trier, starring Renate Reinsve and co-starring Anders Danielsen Lie, and that is my number one film, Sentimental Value. This is my number one.
I'm gonna add that to the list.
It's not just this is by Joachim Trier. This is my number one because I really thought hard about it. I watched it again since I saw it at Sliff in November. This is one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's not just the best film of the year. It's one of the best I've ever seen because it is the very epitome of what I think movies should do. What I mean by that is this film understands human nature. I always kind of look at the best film as the antithesis to the worst. It's the yin and the yang. If The Unbreakable Boy was a drama that didn't understand a thing about human nature, Sentimental Value was a film that understood everything about it. It was a film that just completely understood its characters, who they are, what they stand for, the relationships they have, the love that they have for each other, or the distance they have from each other. It's a father-daughter story, but it's also a father-mother story, and sort of, especially, and it's about grief, and it's the acting across the board. Everybody who's in it is nominated this year. Renate Reinsve, terrific. Anders Danielsen Lie has a small role in it, but he's very good as sort of an actor who Renate Reinsve is having an affair with. She's an actress, a stage actress. But the other actors in the film, I'm going to list them out. Stellan Skarsgård, one of the great actors we have, phenomenal as her father. Just a shoe-in for supporting actor. Stellan, best known to most audiences probably for his role as Bootstrap Bill in Pirates of the Caribbean. Terrific. Also, someone who's having a great year and seemingly a great year to come, also nominated, Elle Fanning. Terrific as this sort of American actress who's coming. So essentially what it's about is Stellan Skarsgård is this filmmaker. Think like a Bergman or something. This Norwegian filmmaker who's like a god among art house audiences. And he's making his first film in many years, which is a very personal film to him. And he wants his daughter to be in it. But she refuses because they have a strained relationship. So he turns to this woman named Rachel Kemp, who's this American actress played by Elle Fanning, who's playing sort of a fictionalized version almost of Elle Fanning herself. And she starts hanging out at the old house and starts to like prepare for the role. And along with Renate Reinsve, she has a younger sister who has a family of her own, but is also trying to keep her big sister kind of together, who is a little more... She's also estranged from the father, but she has a slightly better relationship. She's played by an actress named Inga Ebbsdottir Elias, I believe. She's also nominated for supporting actress. And this is a movie about how we can, as somebody who's had difficult relationships with a parent and complex but loving relationships with my own siblings who are older, this is a film that really struck me in the heart. There's just something real about it. I understood these people. I felt these people. I could see myself in them. And I think when a movie does that, it's something kind of magical about it. It's like you see art reflecting itself upon you. And not to sound pretentious about it, but like this movie is my number one because I just feel like I felt like I was seen by a film while I was seeing it. And I think that's something that he did really well a few years ago with Worst Person in the World, too, is that was a film that specifically was about how your late 20s. You're grown, but you're not quite fully mature yet, and you're trying to figure yourself out. And I think this guy just gets human beings. I think he understands how human beings tick and how they function in the world and how they relate to one another. And I think this is his masterpiece. I think it's even better than The Worst Person in the World. So yeah, my number one, without question, is Joachim Trier's Sentimental Value. That's my number one of the whole year. And with that, we are done. We're done. It was an honorable mention, Quinn. It was an honorable mention for me. I think I was the only one who mentioned it. Joe didn't see it, and
I did
Hunter
not.
didn't either. Mickey 17. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And this was a great year for movies. And anybody tells you otherwise,
It was.
to quote Leonard Snicket, is trying to sell you something.
Right.
Look.
Yeah.
One of the great film critics, Richard Roper, once said, saying it's a bad year for movies is like saying it's a bad year for books. You got to look for them. And hopefully, if this list does anything, it's that of all three of us, is maybe you'll look for some of these movies that you wouldn't otherwise have checked out. Like, for instance, Joe the whole time is writing down things like, I'm going to add this and this and that. That's what this is for, too, is we can discuss this and maybe share some cool movies that you might like. So that you maybe flew under your radar, and also talk about the movies we just love that everybody saw, like One Battle After Another. And Sinners. So that is it. And thank you all for everyone celebrating a wonderful year. I also would be remiss not to mention that about a week from Saturday will be my 5th anniversary on YouTube. So
Nice.
5 years of doing this on YouTube. So I want to thank all of you. Screenboat, lol. Screenboat was fun, actually.
No.
I'm not going to lie.
It was.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't too big on it.
It was better than the other, better than Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. That's for damn sure. Anyway.
I didn't even watch that.
Don't watch it unless you want to be thoroughly bummed out.
Nah.
It's
I don't want to be bummed out.
It's just sadistic and has no purpose. It's just bad. Anyway.
Yeah.
And horribly, like we were talking about last time, horribly homophobic and transphobic to a degree that is like hateful. Yeah, super fun. I agree, Quinn. Anyway, that is it. Joe, thank you. Hunter, if you're watching this,
You're welcome.
For your time here. And
subscribe to us.
Subscribe
on
to
YouTube.
us, yes. Living on Film, please, with Joe. Check him out. Check Hunter out. Also, I kind of like this setup. Let's do it again next year. I like this.
Yes.
Although, let's also do it again in the summer when we talk about the best films so far, because those are also fun. But
Okay. Yeah.
when inevitably Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie will probably still be number one. Anyway, that being said,
All right.
thank you all for coming, for all the guests, and thank you for everybody watching. We did
Thank
well,
you guys.
and I hope. And yeah, if you missed it, it's always going to be on here. So yeah, check it out. And I love you guys. And look out, we have a bunch of reviews coming up this week. It's going to be a packed week. So yeah.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Keep your eyes
and,
open.
What?
I said keep your eyes open.
Oh yeah, especially a movie I can't wait for that I have a feeling will probably be mentioned in the summer video. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which I hear is awesome. I'm seeing that on Thursday.
I might go see that.
Honestly, I just love Gore Verbinski. He's one of my favorite underrated filmmakers. Yes, even Lone Ranger. I liked Lone Ranger. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care. I love all you guys, all the people on
You
here,
too.
and all the people watching tonight. Thank you all so much for your comments and everything. And yeah, see you guys next time. Joe, thanks
All right.
for coming. Take care.
Thank
buddy.
you. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Bye.